say that Brexit is being dictated by the most right-wing parts of the Tory cabinet. And secondly, I think he felt that it was chaotic.
A murdered woman has been described as amazing by friends after her body was found in a park in North London. 22-year-old Juliana Tudos was seen on CCTV going into Finsbury Park on Christmas Eve before her body was found 3 days later. It's been confirmed a toddler playing with burners on a cooker top caused a blaze at the New York block of flats, which killed 12 people. 4 people are still in a critical condition. Storm Dylan's expected to cause disruption across the country as the weather front brings a wet and windy end to the year. Gusts of up to 80 miles per hour are expected in Northern Ireland and southern Scotland on Sunday. Kensington and Chelsea Council has apologised to families affected by the Grenfell Tower fire. An error meant 18 households didn't receive money promised to them before Christmas. A rise in the number of people applying for an Irish passport is being directly linked to Brexit. There's been a 28% increase in applications from the UK in the last year. And the weather now. A yellow weather warning's in place for ice across Scotland and the north of England tonight. Rain, strong winds and hill snow pushing into England and Wales. Lows of -1 overnight.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Take a far-out trip into the twilight zone of late-night radio with Iain.
Unmissable late-night radio with the original king of unconventional conversation.
Make contact with Iain. The late-night alternative with Iain Lee on talkRADIO.
Kind of like the 4th of July.
That's why I love Imani Coppola, because it's a sweet, uplifting, wonderful, beautiful pop song that my kids love to sing along to, and she just cannot resist. She cannot go a full 3 minutes 33 without putting in some rude jokes at the end. Give your seat to a fat lady on a bus. She's brilliant. That's why she's so brilliant. And we'll get her on the show again soon, goddammit. If it's the last thing I do. I want to make a film about Imani Coppola, and my plan is, I've not spoken to her about it yet, but she'll be fine, is I'm going to take a week off next year and go to New York and do a film about her in a week. I think I can do it. A nice little 45-minute documentary about Imani Coppola. Film her, interview her, show some clips and videos, go to her music college, I think is in New York, go and interview her music teacher, all of that kind of stuff. That would be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd be really cool.
I can make that happen. I think I can do it for less than $2,000. Wow! There's a plan, guys. Good evening, dear listener. My name is Iain Lee. I have eaten a pig's vagina. What have you done with 2017? I haven't watched much of I'm a Celebrity. Today my youngest is really excited by it. And this was one of the reasons I did it. It's because I was on TV properly 15 years ago. It all kind of came to an end, apart from some other bits and pieces, not really a lot. And so I did it so that my kids, who are going to be 8 and 6 very, very soon, would get to see me dicking around on TV. And it worked, because they are both really, really proud. And my youngest is especially proud, and he made me download the I'm a Celebrity app today because he wanted to show me my journey. There's a clip on there, Ian's journey, because he kept asking me all week, Daddy, what was the joke you told? I said, I don't know what joke you mean. He said, there was a joke you told to Jenny. What was the joke you told to Jenny? I said, I don't know. He said, well, it's in your journey. So we watched my journey. And the joke was, when I walked, for those who saw the show will know this, when I walked out for the very first time and saw everybody, I didn't know we were filming, and I said, hey, you guys look effed. And it's bleeped out. So you just get, hey, you guys look beep. And my boy said, what was that joke? I said, I just said tired. I just said you look tired. And then there's the clip of me in a pig's vagina, right? And and I hadn't seen that bit before. I don't think that's it. And it's funny what they kept in and what they kept out. There was a whole 10-minute rude scene between me and Ant and Dec where I was pushing different things through the vagina.
Oh, you weren't?
Oh, of course I would. There was a vagina. There was a pig's vagina. And there was a toothpick. Of course I'm gonna. But my boy watched it, and there's a word in it, and as I said the word, I winced. And my boy turned to me, not yet 6 years old, and said, Daddy, what's a pig's fanny? And I went, oh, blimey. And I told him. So we did that. And I'm quite famous now. I'm not saying that arrogantly, I'm saying that as a matter of fact. I'm more famous now than I have ever been in my life, okay? Even the brief flirtation I had with fame 15, 20 years ago, the shows I did, I think the highest audience I ever got was 1.6 million, and this silly jungle thing was seen by 12 million people, right? Over 12 million, I think, for the last one. And so I'm like famous. Right, for the first time ever. And it won't last, and it's a weird thing, and I'm finding it very funny and really silly and really dumb. And by the end of January, there'll be someone else. Dancing and Ice will be on, and they'll find someone else, and that's brilliant. So I'm enjoying it while it's happening. But you have seen my foot, Catherine. Because I wore the same socks for 10 days and 10 nights. No, it was 2 weeks and 2 weeks, 14 days. I slept in those socks as well, that same pair of socks. My left foot, basically I've got trench foot.
Did you only have one pair of socks?
Well, no, I had 2 pairs of socks, but the first pair got ruined because as soon as I put them on, I climbed through fish guts, and we couldn't really wash stuff. So I tried to wash them, but the socks had this weird thing in it that we were told, don't wash your socks. Your socks. You're not supposed to wash your woks either. It retains the flavour. Don't wash your socks because they're self-cleansing. But you couldn't get the fish guts out of it, so I cleaned them. And then they didn't dry, so I left them by the fire, and then they burnt.
Oh.
So I only had 1 pair of socks. So I've got trench foot. And so I went to Boots today. I went to 2 different branches of Boots today. How's your day going? And I bought one of those ped eggs for scraping the dead skin off your feet.
Yeah.
And I bought some cream. Basically, they should just call this cream manky buggered foot, because so I'm there buying this stuff, and then this woman comes over and says, terribly sorry to disturb you, could I get a picture with you and my granddaughter, please? Well, I said yes, and I said to her, I'm buying stuff because I've got a manky foot. They didn't want to know that. They weren't interested in the state of my foot. I was unlacing the shoe, getting ready to show it to them. But I have got a disgusting foot, and it now means that when I am buying personal products, I am open to the elements. I am open to the elements, whatever those elements may be. That's all by the by. That's all hogwash, and it's all silliness. We are here. We are live. It's 11 minutes past 10. It's Friday night, the last Friday of 2017. Here's an interesting fact that someone tweeted that at like midnight, is it, on New Year's Eve, everybody who is an adult will have been born in the 20th century, and everybody who is a child will have been born in the 21st century.
Yeah, because of 18.
And it's only for that moment, and then it's not true. But then loads of pedants go, well, but what about... Anyway, so fine. So that's an interesting fact, and we will remember that fact. We may not verbalise it, but we will remember it when we are on air on New Year's Eve, 10 till 1 o'clock. New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. I hope you have a great time. We're going to be live. And it's a New Year's Eve show for people who don't like New Year's Eve. We have to stress that. It's
hosted by people who don't give a monkeys.
Couldn't give a stuff. As one cretin asked my production crew, Catherine,
me,
what are you doing special at midnight? Nothing.
I said no, nothing.
Nothing. We'll go to the news, and then we'll come back and we'll take some calls and maybe play Silly
what?
Sausage.
What? It's New Year. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So you ever listen to the show?
And
we'll be right. We'll be right.
And so what? So what? I'm tempted. We didn't do it last year. I'm tempted to not even mention New Year for the whole 3 hours. Should we see if we can do it? Shall we see if we can do it? Let's see if we can go for the whole 3 hours without mentioning, not tonight, on New Year's Eve, without mentioning New Year. Let's do that. That's what we're going to do. We're going to play Uno. We're going to play Get My Sausage Out, and we're going to play games. And we'll just take phone calls and talk rubbish.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You want to know what rubbish we'll be talking? It'll sound like this. Isn't that amazing? Good evening, Alan Caddick.
Word.
How are you, boss?
Yeah, just think, Alan, you are broadcasting to the biggest audience this show has ever had. How does that make you feel downstairs?
Amazing.
Yes, sir.
I've got a feeling about this Sunday night show.
Oh, have you? Go on. Let's hear it, mate.
I think originally it was going to be a team up with Howard Hughes, because he's usually on that 10 till 1.
Yeah.
I thought you might be doing this.
Well,
special be unexplained.
well, here's the thing. I'm just going to leave that one unexplained.
That'll please some people,
Yeah.
but it might not please your regular listeners.
Well, listen, you can't, as John Fitzgerald Kennedy famously once said, Alan, you can please some of the people some of the time. You can please none of the people for a bit more of that time. And for all of the people, that is a whole different kettle of fish. So just take those wise words, Alan, and let them settle.
Well, I think I know we might have a special guest for Sunday.
Who?
Croaky the cockroach. Because he was famous from the jungle.
I got no idea what this man's talking about.
Define famous.
Was there a cockroach called Croaky?
I watched it and I don't...
What are you talking about, you lunatic? I was there.
Australia's got full of cockroaches.
What?
Australia's got full of cockroaches.
Okay, I'm going to cut you off now because you're scaring me. There we go. I've not got a clue what he was on about.
Gosh, he's changed, hasn't he?
I've not got a clue what he was on about. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. The phones have been red hot all week. Well, that's faded. We've got Cammy coming up. We'll speak to Cammy in a bit. If you want to give us a call, very, very simple, dear listener. You phone us up. You speak to our team, our dedicated team of phone answerers. And one of them will call you back immediately. It's free for most people, pennies at most, and we call you back, guys. So, you know, what more could you want? 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. My name is Iain Lee. Her name is Catherine Boyle. This is the Late Night Alternative on Talk Radio.
Talk Radio.
Join
Speakers
the
down,
Talk
please.
Nation.
Pick up your phone and Talk Radio.
We'll get you talking.
Could your
Alan's
business
had it.
benefit from cloud accounting? Sage Business Cloud. Get paid faster by issuing invoices on the move. Complete your VAT return in seconds. And link your bank account for a real-time picture of your business finances. See how Sage Business Cloud can benefit your business with a free 30-day trial of Sage Accounting. Visit sage.co.uk/free trial. Sage Business Cloud. Helping you manage everything from money to people.
Hey, Periscopers!
'Twas the night before Christmas.
I've never had a nosebleed. Happy birthday, by the way.
Good times paramount.
I've never had a nosebleed.
Persuade you with some care.
That's not a nosebleed.
In the hope that some strong
No, that's not a nosebleed.
would be there. Then I exclaimed
That's
with a shout
nosebleed.
and a hoot, dark fruit to all, and to all a dark fruit.
Strongbow Dark Fruit, the original dark fruit cider with crisp apple taste and juicy blackcurrants. Drink aware for the facts. Please drink responsibly.
We got it at Selco. Selco, it's where the trade goes.
At Selco Builders Warehouse, we've got real deals on a wide range of trade-quality building products. In December, we've got 15 litres of Leyland Super Latex Matte Emulsion in Magnolia or Brilliant White for only £18.95 ex-VAT. Now that's a real deal. We've got even more real deals and thousands of products in stock at Selco Builders Warehouse. For more information, see selcobw.com.
We got it at Selco. Selco, it's where the trade goes.
The wild man of late night radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee
On Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Let's go to Caroline. Good evening, Caroline.
Hiya, how are you?
I'm good. Well, do you know what? I feel lousy today, Caroline. I feel lousy. I'm really tired, and I know that when I get tired, that's when I'm mentally and spiritually, I am more vulnerable and feel a little bit more open to the elements. So I'm feeling a bit down today, but I'm kind of fake. We had a good laugh before the show because we watched the new Vic and Bob show. And Catherine and I, are both a bit nervous because it could have been rubbish, and it wasn't. It was brilliant, and one of our callers was on it.
Oh, really?
Yes, we used to have a caller called Buttery Clive, and he popped up playing Rod Stewart on it. We were over the moon. So it was good. How are you doing?
Up in the world.
Exactly. He's gone up in the world. How are you doing, Caroline?
I'm very well.
Good. What you got for us?
I just wanted to complain about New Year's Eve.
Yes! Welcome! You are in the right place. Complain away, s'il vous plaît.
Well, New Year's Eve is my birthday.
Oh,
Right. So I'm going to be 18 this year.
Oh, yep.
And my God, the trouble I've had arranging stuff for New Year's Eve.
Hang on a second. That puts you in a legal dilemma.
Ooh.
Because New Year's Eve, Well, you can't drink New Year's Eve. You can drink New Year's Day, but you can't drink New Year's Eve.
I can because I'm 18 on my birthday.
Yeah. Well, hang on. Oh, you're 18 on New Year's Eve?
Yeah.
Or not New Year's Day?
What time were you born, though?
No, we don't go
Oh,
into
hang
that.
on.
In the afternoon.
Oh, she's sorted. She's fine.
Okay, but I thought you were saying. Sorry, I do apologise. I thought it was New Year's Day, and that would have been the dilemma. But and of course, dear listener, we all know that all teenagers wait until they are 18 before they start drinking booze, particularly in pubs. Although when I grew up, there were so many pubs where you could go and get served at the age of 16. 16. And I was tall, so I kind of looked a bit older, so I was always the one to go to the offie. I'd like a bottle of Thunderbird, please. But I had mates that looked like kids, and we would go. There were loads of boozers where you could go and get drunk.
My granddad used to give us baby sham in, like, plastic beakers when we...
Hey, I'll have a baby sham.
I was about 6. I think he thought because it said baby on
Yeah.
it.
It's got booze in it. It's got booze in it. It's got booze in it. What are you drinking these days then, Caroline? You do hooch? Is it 2 dogs? What's going on there?
I don't really drink, to be honest. I don't see the appeal.
No, it is horrendous. I haven't had a drink for 13 years, and
Good for you.
Well, yeah. So why is it a dilemma? Tell me because you want to have a party and everyone wants to go out to celebrate New Year's.
Well, here's the thing. So I am going out clubbing.
Yes. Oh.
But normally, I've never done anything on my actual birthday before because everyone's always out. It's just a bit rubbish.
I think you need to ditch your friends.
No.
Yes, your friends sound like losers to me, Caroline. They sound like losers.
No, they're not. They're great.
Oh, okay. In that case, I apologise. I apologise for dissing your friends.
Like family stuff, they're always just out seeing family and not. No, I don't mean like going out.
Yeah, okay.
We're quite tame, to be fair.
Yeah, no, but you're going to a nightclub, are you?
Yes.
And is it going to cost you an absolute fortune? Because they really like to ramp up the prices, these places, don't they, on New Year's?
Well, you have to buy tickets in advance, so we bought tickets.
How much is a ticket?
They were £6, but then we left it too late and they were 11.
Well, hang on.
She's going to a classy place then.
Yeah.
It's 11 quid. That sounds like an absolute bargain.
It was okay. It was decent.
Okay, good. All right. Well, listen. I hope you have a wonderful birthday. People always say this thing. Oh, if you got your birthday near Christmas, then it's rubbish. I don't buy that. I think that people would overcompensate. If my boy's birthday's it's in January, so it's some fair thing. But if our kid's birthday was like Christmas Day or Boxing Day or New Year's Day, I would personally overcompensate and buy them like more than double the presents.
Right.
Is that what happens for you?
It's pretty normal to do. Yeah, it's normal presents, but I'm grateful for that.
Yes, exactly. We should all be grateful for those characters. Well, listen, I hope you have a wonderful birthday.
Oh, thank you.
And enjoy it, and we'll speak again soon.
Yes, we'll do.
Thanks a lot. Bye bye.
Oh, we'll never speak to her again while she's 17.
Well. No, she might phone up later on and tonight. And
well, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Say she's changed her mind about having a birthday. Let's go to Tammy. Good evening, Tammy.
Hi.
Hey, Tammy, how you doing?
Good. I just wanted to phone to see if you remembered me from last week.
Of course I do. Yeah, from last week. Yes.
Tammy from last week.
Yeah.
Tammy.
Tammy, you remember Tammy?
From last week.
Yeah, it's Tammy.
Yeah.
From last week.
Oh, hiya, Tammy.
Of course I remember you, Tammy. How you? What's happened for you since we last spoke?
Christmas and Adele.
Christmas, yeah.
Christmas and Adele.
I don't know.
Oh, and you don't know Christmas, and you don't know Adele. She's a really famous singer. I would have thought you'd have been aware of her pop songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go. Remind me of your friend who's with you. Who's with you?
My friend Lucy.
Lucy.
I'm using earphones.
Yeah, good.
Set it on mine.
Good. I'm glad you're using Lucy's phone. That's what. Listen, if you can't, hey, why don't you go through her texts and see what? Shut up. Shush. No, I wasn't telling you to shut up. I was telling her to shut up. Why don't you, when this phone call is finished, but pretend you're still on the phone, and then just look through all her texts and see, pictures and texts and see what's been going on there.
I'm on speaker.
Oh! Tammy!
Book error.
Tammy, next time, don't put us on speakerphone.
I'm sorry.
You've blown it. What are you doing for New Year's Eve, Tammy?
I'm going to a party, my sister's party.
Oh, is it going to be boring?
No, it's going to be fun.
Okay, no, fair enough.
Is it a dressing up party?
No, just a normal party.
Is it like a Is it like a sort of, when you say your sister, is she like inviting your mum and your nan and all of those kind of people, or is it like your sister's quite cool and she's going to be inviting lots of teenagers and people in their 20s, and there's going to be booze and maybe some Adam Ant records and stuff?
Yeah, what he's saying is, will it be a dancing party or a mum party?
My mum's going to be there, but my nan isn't because she hates my nan.
Oh!
I'm not going to have some alcohol yet.
Oh yeah, and is Lucy going?
No.
Good,
It's just a family.
because she talks too much. Is your mum a little bit of a raver?
Yeah, she went to the pub yesterday for my dad's birthday.
Yeah.
Be sick. She had that many drinks.
And did she, I bet she went in those wet look leather trousers, did she?
Probably.
Yeah, and she went and got sick in the pub celebrating her old man's birthday.
Yeah, but at least them trousers are wiped clean.
Exactly, that's what makes them so attractive to women, is that the you just get a J cloth, wipe it down, beautiful. Just get a J cloth, isn't it? Well, I hope you. I bet your mum. I bet your mum is sick again at your sister's.
She will be all over the shop.
Yeah, she will.
She's got a real
What does she
problem.
drink? Blue Wickeds?
Smirnoff Ice, yeah.
Smirnoff Ice. Oh, yeah. Well, Tammy and Lucy, listen, thank you so much for calling.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much, and thank you for giggling. There we go. I like giggling. See, I was a cross there between. I was like I don't want to say 'cause it sounds patronising. I was like a children's entertainer.
Yeah.
There, but not saying they were children. But I knew what words to throw into the mix.
Yeah, it's a similar kind of soft teasing you do to my children, but
Yeah.
less booze and leather trouser talk.
Yes. I'm going to sit down for this
Do.
call because we'll see where this one's going to go. Good evening, Gary.
Hello, yes, it's Gary. How are you today?
We'll go with it and see where it goes, okay? We'll go with it, sunshine, and see where it goes. You all right with that?
Hello, we'll go with what, sorry, sir? I can't quite hear you very well. I'm only 57, but my hearing isn't great.
Right. I'm going to say you're 17.
17, okay, yes, continue.
Yes. Okay. Well, you've called in. What are you saying? What are you saying? Your name is this week, Gary or Darren? Did you say?
Gary, sir, Gary.
Okay then, Gary. Away you go, buddy. Don't forget we got a 7-second delay, but away you go. He's gone. He bottled it. Gary bottled
I
it.
mean, it was a good posh voice, wasn't it? But 56-year-olds aren't.
Listen, kind of normal service for this show, I think will resume round about Wednesday or Thursday of next week. Because loads of new listeners, and it's brilliant, right? This isn't quite what the show is like, this vibe that we've had this week, because this is that weird period where everyone's a bit nuts. Everyone's feeling a little bit fragile. Some people are suicidal. I don't say that lightly. I've noticed a lot of that. A lot of people kind of commenting on that online. Some people are back to work. Some people aren't. But it's a weird period, okay? So everyone's a little bit nuts and a little bit, what's the word? Skittish. I love that word, skittish. And so we're getting lots of people phoning up and giggling, which is great. I love that. We're getting people phoning up and trying to do little pranks, which is wonderful. I love a good prank. And just people sort of wanting to check in, really, and just let us know that they're alive. And they're doing that by phoning in and sometimes just making a noise, sometimes giggling and putting the phone down, sometimes, whatever. And that's fine. And I'm happy to do that. And we'll do that tonight. You can just phone in. You don't need to have anything to say. You can just phone in and say hello, and then we'll see where the conversation goes. But the show generally has going to use the C word, and I'm trying to think, is there another word I can use? I can't think of another word. The show... OK, no, I can. I was going to say the show generally has slightly more content. But let me phrase it in a slightly more imaginative way. The show quite often has a little bit more meat in the burger. There's normally a bit more... There's normally, instead of just getting a normal beef burger, as you would do when I was growing up, now you can get beef burgers with bacon on.
Yeah.
And cheese.
Yeah.
So this is kind of... Normally there's a bit more... There's some bacon and some cheese, as opposed to... This is just a burger. I'm giving you just the burger and the bap. It's not brioche. It's just a bap. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it will be a bit more bacon, cheese, and by the week after there'll be brioche as well. You get what I'm saying? That's a dirty thing, but I tell you what I had today, because I'm feeling fat. Right? We had some chocolate brioche, and I got one out and I ate it, wolfed it down. And I thought, wow, I know what would make this better, because we were talking about the malt loaf.
Yeah.
Got buttered it up. I buttered up a Marks and Spencer chocolate brioche. I buttered it up.
Yeah.
And I caned it.
And?
I did 4 of them.
Wow.
Dirty boy.
And how was it?
Oh, mate. I didn't enjoy the 4th one, but I thought I can't show anyone what I've made, so I've got to get rid of the evidence.
Wow.
So I ate it.
In yourself.
Hey. It's like those little tiny phones. Anyway, 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. You don't have to have anything. I looked through the papers tonight. Absolutely nothing in the papers whatsoever. So I've got 2.5 hours stretching out ahead of me with nothing. With nothing prepared, nothing to say, nothing to do. So it's kind of up to you, OK? Phone up, we take your call, we take your name and number, and we give you a call straight back. 0344 499 1000. My name is Iain Lee, her name is Catherine Boyle. This is the Late Night Alternative on Talk Radio.
Across the UK, online and on DAB. Saturday Breakfast with Penny Smith.
On Talk Radio.
I'm Penny Smith. Join me tomorrow morning from 8 on Talk Radio for the perfect weekend breakfast. I'm going to be reviewing the papers, taking a look at all the best new film, book and theatre releases, and I'm going to be chatting to a whole host of celebrity guests, live in the studio.
Saturday Breakfast with Penny Smith. Tomorrow morning from 8.
On Talk Radio, we'll get you talking.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee. On air and off the leash.
On Talk Radio.
Let's go to Jonathan. Good evening, Jonathan.
Evening, Ian.
Good evening, Jonathan. What have you got for us tonight?
I've just finished reading the Trump prophecies, and I come away with the feeling that there's a part of me that wishes I was Polish.
Okay. The Trump prophecies, this isn't more nonsense from Nostradamus, is it?
No.
Okay, because you come on, you came on and made some weird call the other night about Nostradamus that I didn't really follow. But okay, so what is the Trump prophecies? What is? Because that's the title of the book. What is the Trump prophecies? Because it's the title of the book. It's not what are the Trump prophecies.
Yeah, but if you're talking about the prophecies themselves...
No. I was asking what is the book.
Excellent, then you're right.
There we go.
Carry on.
The Beatles is coming. Yes, right, go on.
Yeah, a part of me, after finishing reading this book and about the remnant saving America, I turn my thoughts to the people of Poland.
Well, here's the thing. If you want to be Polish, go and live in Poland and apply for citizenship. It can be achieved, Jonathan.
I'm talking about the Polish in the sense that there's a religious revival going on in Poland right now.
Right.
You have 68,000 people out on the streets of Warsaw chanting, "We want God." And their faith in God and their desire for God, it inspires me and also holds up a mirror to my own spiritual shortcomings.
Weren't they 60,000 nationalists rather than Christians?
Yes.
They were shouting other things as well as "We want God," weren't they?
They also had banners
Yes.
stating that they hated communism and fascism.
There were some of those, but there were also racists, and you do fit into that category. So you're kind of partly there, Jonathan, in as much as you're a massive racist. If you want to find religion, well then go and look for it, man.
Well, I'll ignore the libel. I'm just
No, it's not, Jonathan. It's not libel. You're a massive racist. We know that. But listen, if you want to find religion, instead of phoning up with some faux veiled, agenda double entendre thing, actually go and look for it. But you don't want religion. Of course, you don't want religion. You don't want that. You're an agitator.
We want faith.
No, you don't. You want to stir it up and cause trouble. That's what you want to do.
They also wanted pure Poland, white Poland, and refugees get out. You forget that one because you've come on and tried to do this one twice. This is the second time.
No, this is not the
Busted.
second time.
Yeah,
Busted.
you spoke to Rufus.
Busted. Don't come on, Jonathan. Come on. Don't come on my show with second-hand material. Don't come on with deleted scenes and outtakes.
I really am inspired.
No, you're not. You're using.
They wouldn't have you because you're not Polish and they're racist.
Are you saying that everyone in Poland's a racist?
I'm saying the 60,000 strong march.
No, hang on. I'm saying it. Yeah, Jonathan. This is what we're saying. Everyone in Poland is racist. That's what what we're actually saying.
Yeah.
That's very sad. I pity both.
I pity the fool. I pity the fool that phones up and tries to do second-hand material. Get out of here. Go on, bugger off. Let's go to Marie. Good evening, Marie.
Oh, hi.
Hey, Marie. How's it going?
I'm feeling a bit down.
Why? What's happening?
My dog passed away.
Oh no!
My 16-year-old Cocker Spaniel.
Oh no! I used to have a Cocker Spaniel years ago, and she was as soppy as anything, and wonderful. What was she called? It was a girl or a boy? Sorry.
It was a boy. He was called Bracken.
Bracken. There you go. Oh man, I'm so sorry. When did he pass away?
In the early hours of yesterday morning.
Oh mate, I'm really
So,
sorry.
but he has a lovely life. But I just wanted to ask. I don't want to sort of bring everybody down, but I just wondered, do you think there's like a dog heaven, or?
Oh God.
Do you think we'll sort of see them again?
I
someday,
think that when we die, the light switches off and that's it. It's game over. But you don't want me to. You don't want to hear that from me. Of course, there's a dog heaven, and he's up there waiting for you. And when you die, then the first person to meet you is Bracken.
Yes.
Oh, it's horrible. I've got I'm more of a cat person than a dog person. Although we've got a dog, but I'm still more of a cat person. And my cat is
3 cats as well.
My cat is really old, Marie. She's going to be 19 in March, and I know that that time is, we're running out of time with her.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be devastated when she dies. That we're going to do a week of shows in memorial to Velvet. I'm going to wear a black armband for a month, and it's going to be horrendous. And people who don't have pets don't get it. Just go and buy another one. And of course, it's like saying, that they are like your children or your brothers and sisters or whatever relationship you've developed. And, when you lose a brother or sister or a child, you don't just go and get another one. It's impossible.
I got that today from somebody, you can just, you'll get another one.
Yeah.
And I also got, it'll take a couple of days.
Ooh.
People just don't understand.
They mean well. They mean well. They weren't being mean, but no, they don't understand.
So there. Listen, I've never phoned a radio show before, and I'm a new listener. I used to watch you on, I think it was like Big Brother's Bit on the Side.
Yeah, I used to do that. I used to do that, yeah.
I used to do that, and I watched you in the jungle, and I just thought you were fantastic.
Hey, Marie, thank you very much indeed.
And I have been listening since you've come back, so you've got a new sort of
wicked
dedicated listener.
I love that. Can I ask how you plan to send Bracken on to the next place? You don't have to answer that if that's personal or it's too upsetting, but I just wondered, you know...
I took him to the vets yesterday, and it's a place called Elysian Field, so it's like he's having like a private cremation, and I get his ashes back next week.
Beautiful. Okay, well that's something special, isn't it?
But
I'm really sorry.
Thank you for listening.
No, it's a pleasure. You give us a call any time you want, Marie, and I'm sending. What a crappy time as well. But anyway, listen. I don't know what to say, so I'll just say thank you for calling. But I'm saying that, and I'm meaning a lot more than just those words.
Okay, listen. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Marie.
Okay, bye.
Take care. Bye bye. Oh, that's sad, isn't it? Cocker spaniels are brilliant. My dog Sophie. She was as thick as anything. She would...
I thought they were supposed to be clever cocker spaniels.
No, mine wasn't, I don't know. But she would get so excited when you came home that just a tiny little bit of wee would come out. Every single time. Every single time.
My auntie's dog, Ollie, she had a succession of boxer dogs.
Yeah.
And they're daft. They are daft.
Yeah.
If you knock at the door, those dogs used to sort of headbutt the windows, and they would look like they were coming through the glass to kill you.
Yeah.
But as soon as the door was opened, there was just a big slobber monster. Yeah. But I think my auntie's last dog probably died about 3 years ago. She's still not over it. She doesn't want another one.
Poor old Bracken. Poor Bracken.
It's awful.
It is sad.
They start off as your babies and end up as old men and women, don't they?
Yeah, it's like my cat. She's an old lady now.
If you're lucky. That's the thing. That's the downside of loving something that much.
It is cocker spaniels, I know as well, because they're all well, I don't know if they still are, but they were pure breeds, which basically means that they're very, very weak, you know, and of course my cocker spaniel was so years and years ago when they used to dock the tails, used to bite the end of the tails off. Isn't that funny?
My cousin Ollie, the dog,
yes,
had wheels by the end.
Oh, I love a dog
boy,
on
he
wheels.
could run with those wheels.
There is nothing cuter than I'm tempted just to buy a puppy and get those back legs removed and have.
Oh, you had legs, it just didn't work.
Oh, right, okay.
Their hips go, don't they? Some of those bigger dogs.
My hips don't lie. 0344 499 1000. Stephen, Angela, Wasim, Andre, stay there, dear listener. You could be joining this merry band. A little bit quieter on the phones than it has been all week, but it's kind of Friday before New Year's. I'm guessing a lot of people are going out, or, I don't know, you just want to sit back and listen. It's absolutely fine. We shall sit here and chat away. My name is Iain Lee. Her name is Catherine Boyle. And you are listening to the Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Across the UK, online and on DAB. Access all radios.
Talk Radio. Give it some lip.
Could your business benefit from cloud accounting? Sage Business Cloud. Get paid faster by issuing invoices on the move. Complete your VAT return in seconds. And link your bank account for a real-time picture of your business finances. See how Sage Business Cloud can benefit your business with a free 30-day trial of Sage Accounting. Visit sage.co.uk/free trial. Sage Business Cloud, helping you manage everything from money to people. Be Sage. Build on.
You can say anything to a mate. Anything. Call them every name under the sun. Wind them up. Bring them down a peg. Tell them stuff you never thought you'd tell anyone. Because they're proper mates. Like brothers. When it's a mate, you say what you feel like saying. Except, I love you, man. And I'm not going to let you drink drive. Stupid, isn't it? Mates don't let mates drink drive. Think.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house a party was stirring, good times paramount. I made my way to the fridge with some care, in hope that some strongbow dark fruit would be there.
Yes, Ringo's got a knighthood. Good, that fucking time.
Dark fruit to all, and to all a dark fruit.
Strongbow Dark Fruit, the original dark fruit cider with crisp apple taste and juicy black currants.
Drink aware for the facts. Please drink responsibly.
Grab your radio and some extra frennies.
The more I think about it,
Dive back under the duvet of shame. New Year's Day Survivors Breakfast on Talk Radio. Oh my gosh, my head.
New Year's Day, Hogmanay, out with the old, in with the new, except you're stuck with me, Paul Ross, New Year's Day morning from 6 for the definitive look back at 2017 and a sneaky squint into my crystal balls to see what 2018 might have in store for us. Ooh, that's all this morning.
The Paul Ross Full Set Survivors Breakfast. New Year's Day from 6 on Talk Radio. Unmissable late night radio with the original king of unconventional conversation.
Make contact with Iain. The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee
on Talk Radio.
Well, someone's on the White Lightning this evening. One of two people claiming to be called Paul this time. Listen to this email. The ugly minger, middle-class commie Iain Lee, arse-licker Kathy Boring Boyle, could have it right, calls Polish people racist. Well, you ugly mutt, you are the racist for stereotyping all Polish people as racists.
Yeah.
As for you, Iain Lee, what more can you say about that utter winker that came third to two nobodies in I'm a Celebrity? I got paid tens of thousands of pounds. I've got more money in my bank than I've ever had. So that's what you can say about that, Paul. Go off and run your own fan site. I've got more money than I've ever had. So thank you very much indeed. I could, if I choose, pay off my mortgage like that and still have more money than I've ever had. The decisions are open to me. So thank you. I appreciate your input. And of course, anyone who thought we were actually saying that all Polish people were racist, well, then you were right. We were saying all Polish people were racist. That's an absolute fact. Let's go to Angela. Good evening, Angela.
Oh, good evening, Iain and Catherine.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Angela.
I just thought I'd say, just ringing to say hi.
Hi.
Hey, my mobility step came from my bathroom today.
The what? The mobility step came for the bathroom?
Yeah, because I've been having problems getting in the bath.
Well, okay, how do you get out of the bath?
Well, I've been using friends and family.
It's a tiny ladder.
Yeah.
I want one of the... I can't wait until I'm old enough, and now I've got the money, I might just get one anyway, for one of those walk-in baths. You know, the ones you walk in, and you sit down...
I've seen them in the paper. You've got to wear your swimming costume.
Well, then you fill the bath up. Hey, I tell you what I had to do today, Angela, and I sent Kath a picture of it. I'll tweet... have you still got the picture? Can you...
On my phone, I think.
Can you send it to me and I'll email it to me and I'll tweet it. I had to run a shallow bath today, Angela, to soak my feet. You're sounding very, very snotty. Have you got a runny nose?
No, this is a bit done, but I'm all right.
You sound moist.
I've had a rough patch this few last weeks, but I'm okay now.
Okay. Well, you're very sniffy. You're very sniffy. Why don't you give your nose a blow or something?
Okay. Hang on.
Go on.
Yeah. What I mean? I'm getting a cold, I think.
Well, yeah, you sound very, very moist.
Yeah. I am. I've been in a lot of pain with my knee.
Oh.
And I got this real good cream from Amazon.
Some good knee cream from Amazon, you say?
No, arthritis cream.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Yeah, and I tell you what.
Is it? Is it?
Good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Mhm.
Is it?
That's why I could get in the bath now.
Is it? Is it? Is it?
Yeah, it's awful, Iain.
Is it?
When you can't have a mobility.
Is it?
Is
it?
Yeah.
Is it?
I don't know.
What are you like waiting in for deliveries?
I'm waiting for... I've got them all now. I've just got my step, which I can get in my own bag.
I'll tell you why, right? I'll tell you why. I've gone a little bit silly, Angela, and I've treated myself to nice bit of kit. It's called a PlayStation 2. I believe it's the most advanced gaming console out there.
They call it a PS2.
You call it a PS2 PlayStation. I like to call it by its full name, just so that people know that it's the most. This PlayStation 2. I got it on. I saw it in the back of a newspaper. It is the most advanced gaming machine ever made. It's a computer that is 15 times more powerful than the computer they used to send man to the moon back in 1973. And I've ordered it, right? And it's cost me 600 quid for this PS2. You get 2 controllers with it in a game. But it's coming tomorrow, right? And it said the man I ordered says, right, it will be delivered tomorrow, but the delivery driver will not be able to leave it on the doorstep. So you can't leave a note saying, I'm out of the house. If anyone wants to burgle it, you can do. P.S. Could you leave a delivery by the door for me, please? You can't do that.
No.
So I've got to be in. Now, here's the thing, right? Get this, Angela. My wife, right, in the house, in the house, has bought... We used to have a great doorbell, right? It was a button, and you'd press it, and you'd hear this ding-dong.
Oh, yeah, I've heard doorbells.
Yeah. And then if you didn't answer the door, they'd press it again and go, ding-dong, and you'd go and answer it, right? But now, she's bought this thing that's like 200 quid, right? And it's like a camera. So when the doorbell goes, you don't get a ding-dong.
Where does it go?
Your phone buzzes and it says there's someone at your door.
Oh.
And so you're supposed to be able to then press the button on your phone and you can see who's at the door and speak to them, right? I have never got this piece of equipment to work. First of all, you've got to take it off every day and charge it, right? The doorbell. Second of all, you said someone at your door. All right, brilliant. So you hit the button, and then it just goes to a black picture and that spinning circle while it's loading up. I've never got it to load up, Angela. I have never seen anybody at my door, and I've missed so many deliveries because of this rubbish thing. So I'm worried that I'm going to... This PlayStation 2, this PS2, 600 quid. It's got 2 controllers and a game. It's not got a plug, but we don't use... We've got a spare kettle that we don't use, so I can just take the plug off that. I'm worried I'm going to miss it.
Have you got the company up where you got the game from?
Well, it's not technically a company. It's a bloke called Joe.
From the pub?
Well, it's the classifieds in the back of the local paper.
Oh, right.
Have you rung Joe up?
Didn't give me any contact details. Just an email address I can make a PayPal thing to.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Okay.
I see your problem.
All right.
Keep trying anyway.
Keep trying, Angela. Thank you very much indeed.
Was he really PayPal, or did you just give him your all your account details?
Oh, I just whacked over 600 quid. I'm loaded at the moment. Good evening, Sandra.
Hi, Ian. How are you?
I'm good, thank you, Sandra. How are you?
I'm okay, thank you. I've got a bit of chest infection.
Tis the season to have the chest infections, it would appear.
I know. It's horrible, absolutely horrible. But well done, I'm celebrity.
Oh, thank you very much indeed. It's a strange... I keep dreaming about it. I dreamt about it last night again, and it's I've got to do a little bit of work on myself after that, because it's a really weird...
No, you don't have to at all.
Yeah.
The society does.
It was a weird old experience. Anyway, what you got for us, Sandra?
Oh, yeah, I'm just wondering when you're coming up to Glasgow. Are you coming up to Glasgow?
We are coming up to Glasgow, and you know what, actually, we've been talking about this for ages, and we've yet to find a venue. What we need, maybe you can help, what we need is a venue that holds sort of 60, 70, 80 people, and that's it, actually, that's all we need.
It needs Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I've got one, actually.
Hey, Sandra, you're not the Sandra that has been emailing me about this, are you?
Yes.
Oh, there you go. There we go. Right, this is it. Fantastic. Well, you did that, right, and I didn't reply to your last email. Here we go. Right, you found a venue for us, have you?
Yes, I have, yeah.
What is it?
It's called The Pipers in Glasgow, and it's right in George Square.
Oh, and George, The Pipers, Glasgow. With the magic of computers, the Piper Bar.
That's it,
The Piper Whiskey Bar. Here we go. We're having a little look-see at it. Hang on a minute.
Oh, I'm looking at pictures.
Drink, enjoy. There's a lot of whiskey. There's a lot of meat. There's a lot of meat and a lot of whiskey. And they have bands. Hey, that looks right, doesn't it, Kath?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, and it's got Wi-Fi as well.
Oh, mate.
So
we're in.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Well, we'll be there on next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday?
No, we won't be that soon. Hey, listen, do you know what, Sandra? That is brilliant. I'm going to have a little look at that. Everything will be busy with all kinds of parties and stuff. Well, me and Kath will have a little look at that, and then next Tuesday, if we think it's good, we'll send them a cheeky little email and see what we can sort out for maybe May. Probably May or June it will be, I think.
Oh, excellent. Well, looking forward to it, because we are going to come down and see it when your podcast's live. But
No, wait. We may be coming. We've been meaning to come to Scotland for ages, and it's bad of us that we haven't done it yet. But this looks good.
Not at all. Not at all.
We're coming, Sandra. Thank you for your help, my love.
You take care.
Speak to you soon. Ta-ta.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. She's been very, very helpful and emailing and kind of asking what for and all that. That might be all right, that. We'll have a little look.
It looks good to me.
We'll have a little look at that. Thank you for that. That's beautiful. Let us go to Jake. Good evening, Jake.
Hi.
Hi, Jake.
I called yesterday night and you kind of put down the phone on me, but I just want to say hi again.
Now, you're the one at the end of the show?
Yeah, I'm the good one, yeah.
Right. Were you the one that was tweeting about me?
Yeah, I was annoyed.
Right. Yeah, okay, because you were really, really rude about me on Twitter.
I wasn't really rude about you on Twitter. I just pointed out something that was quite obvious.
Hang on a second, because first of all, your name isn't Jake.
Yeah, that's for privacy reasons.
Okay, but then okay. So let's read it. Let's see if this is rude or not. Sure. In inverted commas, comedian. So that's being sarcastic, okay?
Yeah.
Comedian Iain Lee just put the phone down on me during his live talk show on talkRADIO. Has the man no ability to answer questions? Stop being so paranoid. I came with sensible questions just to be greeted by some childish remarks and sound effects.
Yes.
Right. That's not rude.
No, that's not rude. That's exactly what you were like yesterday.
No. It's rude.
Fine. Okay, it's rude, but it's true.
No, well, okay, well then it's not true because let's go to we can deconstruct this word by word if you like, Jake.
Sure.
Comedian in inverted commas. That's rude.
I didn't say it wasn't rude there. I just.
But that's not true. But that's not even true. But you said it was true. But that's not true.
You are.
Well, no, I'm not. First of all, I'm not a sarcastic comedian. I mean sarcastic as in the tone you were saying it. No, if you just listen to what I said, Jake, because you're not as bright as you think you are. I said I don't mean sarcastic as in me being sarcastic. I meant your tone was sarcastic. I am not a comedian. Come on, I don't want to kill your second opportunity, Jake. Come on.
Okay, yeah, so, can we talk about something else, maybe?
No, it's my show, and you were rude about me online, and you were rude when you called in last night, so let's deal with this.
I wasn't.
Yeah, you were. It's just a fact, Jake, it's just a fact.
I misled you yesterday.
Jordan, it's just a fact. I'm just saying a fact. That's all it is, it's a fact.
Can you answer my question from yesterday, at least?
No, why should I?
What do you mean, why should you? Because that is kind of how it should work.
No, listen, mate, you go and do your radio show the way you want to, and I'll do mine the way I want to, which is not, this is how it should work, with some rude little oik phoning me up, being rude and mean and thinking he's cleverer than he is, then going online, Jordan, then going online and being rude, and then phoning up again for a, quote, opportunity. No, that's not how the show works, Jordan.
Fine, okay, fine. Can you please just answer one question?
No, I'm not going to answer any of your questions.
Oh, my, really?
You've got the radio on. You don't even know how you have to turn the radio off.
Fine, 1 minute. Let me walk out the room. It's because I was watching the online thing.
Okay, that's great. You go and do that. Thanks very much indeed, Jordan. Oh, God. I knew he'd come back. I tell you what, we've got loads of calls. Well, let's get this one out of the way. Yes, Andre?
Hi, Night.
Yes, Andre?
Yeah, something really funny happened to me today.
Well, did it involve you getting drunk?
No, right, I was walking up the road, yeah?
Yes.
I shop for paper, yeah?
Yes.
And someone said, did you have a good one? Right?
Oh, yeah.
And that's me saying, what? A good breakfast, a good cup of tea, a good walk, or,
yeah.
a good Christmas.
Oh.
I said, what are you talking about, mate?
Yeah.
And I thought he was drunk or a bit delirious or something else. It's been a birthday, mate. What are you talking about?
Yep, still doing that one.
A good one.
Yep.
So I got home.
Yes?
Yeah, in the spare room, there's a big Christmas tree with other presents under it.
Thanks very much. That's...
So I was well happy.
Yeah, brilliant. Well done. Okay. I mean, really. Yesterday, the first hour of the show was one of the best we've ever done. This one? Stephen, Wasim, Gatford, Andrew and Matt. Stay there, we'll come to you in a bit. 0344 499 1000. My name is Iain Lee. This is the Late Night Alternative. You're listening to Talk Radio.
Talk Radio. Dial up for some dialogue.
Talk Radio. We'll get you talking. What's changed in the brand new second series of the Grand Tour? My trousers. Not really
I love
the
it.
answer I was looking for. No,
I'd love a coffee, please.
Did you wear those trousers in the last series?
Oh.
Actually, I did. There we are then. The second series of the Grand Tour featuring Richard Hammond in some competitive trousers.
Let's do this properly. That's nice.
Shit, man.
Why buy a new pair?
He's watching, by the way.
The Grand
Hey,
Tour
Jordan.
Season 2. Stream now on Amazon Prime Video. New episodes every Friday.
You can call in
Highways
again.
England is here to improve
Don't tell me
your
I've done my
journey.
show, buddy.
Have you noticed the red X's above you when driving on the motorway? Think they're not important? Think again. They mean there's an obstruction or danger up ahead. So if you see one, you must change lanes safely to avoid a penalty, or even worse. So when you see a red X, it's there.
Hi, guys.
For more information on red X's...
Hey, Jordan, phone in again, man. That went so well. With you telling me how the show is supposed to work. You prune.
We have ways of
Deary me.
talk.
I'm hopefully getting a VR.
Good evening, I'm Will Rowe, a senior advisor to Theresa May has
Hey guys, hello. I can't see your name. Sorry, a bit too far away.
EU Labour peer Lord Adonis was head of the National...
No, I'm feeling a bit shit tonight, but we'll get by.
But says he's duty-bound to oppose the government's EU withdrawal bill. Sky
PS2, yeah.
Correspondent Jason Farrell
Ultimate
will be reading
gaming
the
machine.
letter.
What is your why?
He's been opposed to Brexit, and he describes the
What is your
withdrawal
why?
bill as the worst legislation of my lifetime. And he says it's now his mission to try and oppose the withdrawal bill.
Arise, Sir Ringo. The Beatles' drummer Ringo Starr is being awarded a knighthood in the New Year's honours list. The Bee Gees star Barry Gibb will also become a Sir, while Strictly Come Dancing judge Darcy Bussell says she's truly humbled as she becomes Dame Darcy for her services to dance. A murdered woman has been described as amazing by friends after her body was found in a park in North London. 22-year-old Juliana Tudos was seen on CCTV going into Finsbury Park on Christmas Eve. It's been confirmed a toddler playing with burners on a cooker-top caused a blaze at a New York block of flats which killed 12 people. 4 people are still in a critical condition. Kensington and Chelsea Council has apologised to families affected by the Grenfell Tower fire. An error meant 18 households didn't receive money promised to them before Christmas. A 26-year-old
I'd like to be
Mohammed Aftab, who was found dead on a country lane in Rochdale
under
on
the
Christmas
sea.
Day. Jason Burns of Rochdale will appear before Manchester and Salford Magistrates Court tomorrow. A rise in the number of people applying for an Irish passport is being directly linked to Brexit. There's been a 28% increase in applications from the UK in the last year. And the weather. Yellow weather warnings in place for ice across Scotland and the north of England tonight. Rain, strong winds and hill snow pushing into England and Wales.
I'd like to be
-1 overnight.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Who has made a covenant with the night, and with the darkness he is in agreement.
Uncut, after-hours conversation for the up-all-night generation.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee
On Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
I'd like to be under the sea.
Is that? Let's crack on with the show. I do apologise. Thank you for that. Let's go to Matt. Good evening, Matt.
Ian, how are you?
I'm good, thank you, Matt. What now? I've had my little fix of Beatles. I am better. What you got for us, Matt?
I tell you what, that was awesome. I've not heard
Wasn't it?
before.
Oh man, it's such a good album.
Yeah, it leads on to ELO and Jeff Wynne and Genesis.
Well, exactly. Listen, because Jeff Lynne, of course, but Paul McCartney heard an ELO song on the radio and was listening to it for a minute before he realised it wasn't the Beatles. Jeff Lynne is the ultimate Beatles tribute act, and more power to his elbow for doing it.
Damn right, yeah, but that stuff, that kind of, you hear that, and you realise how influential the Beatles were. And the older I get, the more I realise that the Beatles, which I've always thought were, I mean, my dad loved the Beatles, and I used to listen to them when I was a kid, but it was just like, old stuff. But the older I get, the more I realise, wow, they were the origin.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. I love it. But everyone go and treat yourself to the Love album by the Beatles, and I'll be listening to it tomorrow. That's what's going on in my car.
I'm going to download it right after I finish this call.
Nice one, Matt. Thank you. What you got for us, Matt?
Well, I was going to say to you, first of all, congratulations on a fantastically interesting year.
Thank you. Yeah, yeah. Well done for spotting that. Yes, it has been it's been a year. It's definitely been a full 12 months for me. Yes.
Yeah, man. I mean, God, it's had its ups and downs.
Isn't it?
It's been here and there and everywhere, and you come out on the other end going, "Yep, I'm me," and screw you.
Yes.
Basically, which congratulations.
Thank you, Matt. I appreciate that.
Are we allowed to talk about Christmas presents?
Yeah, of course we are. We talk about anything you want on this show. We can talk about Christmas presents. Yeah, go on. What'd you get?
Okay, well, so on Christmas Eve, my brother, who's come over from Australia with his family, we were sat down around the table, and he was going, "So, what do you reckon about things like Amazon Alexa and Google Home and all that stuff?"
Yeah.
And I obviously said, "Well, I think it's all a load of rubbish, isn't it? Why would anyone have one of those? Absolute crap. Why would anyone buy one? You've got to be an idiot." Anyway, he bought me a Google Home for Christmas.
Of course he did. He was fishing. He was fishing.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah, he was absolutely fishing. He completely done me over, and
because listen, my mother-in-law's got one for Christmas, and she's got a Greek accent, so it doesn't understand a word she says, right? Yeah. But I've been playing with it. I can't quite see the point of it.
No, I can't either. That was why I was calling in, was to see if any of your listeners. I'm thinking Stephen Murdoch might be around tonight, but obviously he's probably off doing time somewhere. But can anyone explain what they're supposed to do? I plugged it in. I've downloaded the app onto my phone. So far, it's been able to tell me what time it is and what the weather is outside. And I thought, well, I've got a watch and I've got a window, so why am I...
Have you, and let's annoy everyone now, shall we? Alexa, read my mind. Have you done that?
No, but I've done, hey Google, open the pod bay doors.
What? Oh, what happens there?
She says, I can't do that, but there's a spare key outside, under the flower pot outside the pod bay airlock.
So she's doing jokes?
Yeah, well, for a given value of jokes.
Yeah. I believe that you can wire... Here's the thing. I think it's useful if you... and I don't know what this technology is, because it seems so... You can wire it up to, your lighting and your heating, can't you? So you can say, Alexa...
I was saying, if you go out and buy things called... there's a Philips Hue lighting system that you can plug light bulbs into your light sockets, and they're Wi-Fi connected, and then you can tell your Google Home to change the lighting, or you can buy a smart thermostat, plug it into your wall, and tell Google to control your heating. But from what I've been able to see online, if I wanted to change all the light bulbs in my flat to be able to be Wi-Fi controlled, it would cost me about £3,000.
Yeah, exactly.
And the thermostats cost about £200, but you can't fit them yourself. You have to get a professional in to do it.
So you're looking at $4 or $5 grand for the whole thing, and all it's saving you doing is getting up and going and flicking a light switch.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't really see the point. To be able to sit in my sofa and go, Google, turn the heating down. Well, yes, I can do that for you, sir, certainly, and that will cost you $5 grand. I don't get it.
When I speak to Alexa, though, because my kids like it, they think it's funny, but I don't get it.
Love it, yeah.
But when I speak to it, I got laughed at, because I'll say, Alexa, what is the time, please? I'll always say please and thank you at the end of the sentence, because I've got manners.
That's basic human manners. Manners maketh man.
Yes, but manners confuseth Alexith. Because she doesn't know how to respond. Well, a little bit sometimes.
Okay.
But it is, I reckon in 20 years' time, right, Alexa 12.6, right, whatever, is going to be amazing, right? In 20 years' time, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
But in 2017, going into 2018, it is, unless they're advertising with us, in which case go and buy loads, it is
They are awesome. Yeah.
a load of
Here's
rubbish.
where it is at the moment.
Go on,
Do you remember those key rings in the 1980s stroke early 90s where if you whistled, they would make a noise?
The one before Tamagotchis, yes, the whistling key rings.
If you lost your keys, you go,
Yeah.
and you go,
Yeah, it's that.
It's that.
Yeah. You know, also, Alexa, which is the app, which is Amazon, and the Google one. I don't know what the Google's name is.
Google Home.
Google Home. You know, because I was reading on Twitter people's reactions to their thing. I don't even know what you call them, hubs. I don't even call them. They can talk to each other, and I mean, actually have a conversation with each other.
They can if they both say hey Google or hello Alexa. But the thing that's annoying me is that I can't use my Google Home to order anything off Amazon because Amazon will only allow you to order through Echo.
Oh, that's terrible.
Amazon won't even sell you a Google Home. I looked on them earlier to see if they would sell Google Homes. They don't. They don't sell. They sell the user manuals, but they don't sell the actual thingies. Because I bought myself an electric drum kit for Christmas, which was a stupid thing to do, but I did it anyway.
Yeah, it sounds marvellous.
Yeah.
It's awesome, and it really annoys the neighbours, which is even better. But I was hoping, after my brother bought me this thing, that I could use it to say, "Hey Google, play this music track without drums."
Yes.
But it doesn't have a clue what I'm talking about when I ask it to do that.
I'm only vaguely holding on to that concept and wondering how on earth you thought that was possible. But we can do this, Matt. Because it is puzzling me after having seen one and being disappointed. Does anyone have an actual? And I know we've got tech experts. We've got Will Guy from the other station. I mean, he's listening to LBC, of course. If anybody has got an actual use for these, what are they? Hubs? Is it a hub?
Yeah, sort of thing. Yeah, I mean, the one that my brother bought me is a home mini, so it's not particularly powerful. But the one thing it does do is if you say, and you might be able to hear this if I do it now. Hey Google, play talkRADIO. Oh, God almighty, that's right.
And that's it. You then got 10 minutes arguing with a little bloody tube, an electronic tube.
I managed to do it earlier. Is there a radio web, an internet radio app called TuneIn or something like that?
Yes. Are you asking me or are you asking Google now?
I'm asking you.
Yes, there is.
Let me try it. Hey Google, tune in talkRADIO. Hey, it's actually working.
Wow, you got it to do something that you could have done yourself.
Right. Hey Google, stop. Hey Google, shut up. Thank you.
Wow, look at you! I bet he'll be the first. I bet he's got his name down for a sex bot. That's how little respect he's got for computers.
I was listening to your stuff. When was it? Back in November about sex bots. My God, what's going on with this world?
Wasn't it sensual?
Hey Matt, listen. We'll keep this, and we'll see if we can find a use for that hunk of plastic.
Brilliant. Have a fantastic 2018.
And you too, mate. Thank you very much indeed. Well, also, I cut him off there. 034 4499 1000. Has anybody actually found a use for those Alexas, those Googles? What do you do with them? I'm Iain Lee. This is Talk Radio.
Talk Radio. 24-hour radio debate and entertainment.
Talk Radio.
We'll get you talking.
Your time is now, and every second counts. Register with the Open University today, and you'll soon see the difference. Pick up that pay rise before picking up your degree.
What are you going to complain about, buddy? I know you're watching. What are you going to complain about?
Be your future self sooner with our career-boosting courses. Visit openuniversity.co.uk before time runs out. Registration closes 11th of January. The Open University. What's stopping you?
From now until the 15th of January, we're launching the Vauxhall New Year sale event with up to 20% off list price on a shiny new Vauxhall. Yep, that's right. A whopping 20% off, so you really can enjoy a happy new year. To find out more, search Vauxhall New Year sale. On selected models across the range, registered by 31st of January 2018. At participating retailers from 26th of December to 15th of January. Offer not available in conjunction with 0% flexible finance, flexible PCP or a deposit contribution. Full terms and conditions apply. See vauxhall.co.uk/New Year sale.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house a party was stirring, good times paramount. I made my way to the fridge with some care, in hope that some strongbow dark fruit would be there. Then I exclaimed with a shout and a hoot, dark fruit to all! a dark fruit.
Strongbow Dark Fruit, the original dark fruit cider with crisp apple taste and juicy blackcurrants. Drink aware for the facts. Please drink responsibly.
Late night conversation, wealth losing sleep over it.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Let's go to Tommy. Good evening, Tommy.
Hello, what do you think of Bitcoin?
Sorry?
What do you think of Bitcoin?
What do I think of
Coin.
Bitcoin? I've never heard of it. What is it?
If you don't know it, let me give you another question.
Okay. Yeah,
Does
sure.
he think you're Alexa?
Let's go to Josh. Evening, Josh.
Hello.
Hello, Josh.
Oh, hello. I'm here with all my friends. I wanted to call you up and speak to you.
Okay, well, let's speak. Who should I speak to first?
Okay, so Emily.
Hiya.
Hi, Emily. How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. Why are you hanging out with Josh?
Because we're at a party.
Yeah, kind of party that listens to a speech-based radio station. All right. This is the kind of party that I always ended up at and wished I was at the cool party where Adam Ant was playing.
Yeah, we're at someone's 40th.
Flipping heck, that has got to be a depressing 40th, listening to the radio, and it's not even hot.
No, they're doing karaoke now.
Oh. Yes?
Oh, yeah. So, what are you doing for New Year?
I'm working, mate.
Oh, that's depressing.
No, it's not depressing, it's great. I've volunteered.
Oh.
What are you doing for New Year? I bet it's more depressing. Getting pissed, I heard. Getting pissed. Well done. That's depressing.
Thank you for speaking.
For speaking?
I don't really know what to say.
Okay. I would suggest whatever it is you're doing, maybe you've had too much of it, huh?
Yeah.
Thank you, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
No, thank you very much indeed, guys. That's fun. Drunk or whatever they were. What fun guys. Amanda!
Hello.
Hello, Amanda.
Hello.
I wish I could do a Scottish accent, but I can't. Although that one's not so bad. It's not bad. It's not bad, the one I'm doing now.
Doesn't sound Scottish to me.
Well, who are you to judge?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, aye. Who is she? Who are ye to judge me? Aye.
Amanda's from Scotland.
Aye, she's from Scotland, but she's she's not from all of Scotland. She's from a region in Scotland. I could be from a different region.
Where are you
Actually, I'm from South Africa originally. I had a South African accent up until I was 11. And then I came to Scotland, and now I've got...
Oh, that was seamless! That was seamlessly done. Oh, hats are being doffed. Hats are being doffed at that. That was wonderful. Oh.
You all right?
I'm just falling asleep.
That's what I thought.
That was your hat being
Tell
doffed.
me, what do you miss about the 80s?
Not a lot.
Okay. Tell me, how do you know Lemmy? What is your connection with Lemmy?
I'm a fan, and he came on the show once. He came on once, didn't he?
A couple of times, I think.
No, once, I think.
No, once.
Yeah,
We went to his...
I'm a fan, and he came on the show once.
Oh.
And we tweet each other from time to time, and he's very polite about me.
He is. He's polite. Oh, I've never known him to be polite.
He is. He's polite to me. He's very polite to me.
Gee whiz.
Yeah, I know. I like Lemmy. Do you not like Lemmy?
No, I do like him, but in small doses.
Small doses?
Aye.
You said doses, not doses.
Well.
Okay, let's play a game. Words that sound like dose. I'll start. Dose.
Nose.
No, it doesn't sound like it. You're out, Catherine.
Dose.
No, I just said dose.
So did I said a word that sounded like dose.
No, you said dose. So you can say dose.
It depends on how you see it.
Yeah, that's
So
what
you
I
can
said.
say dose.
I did.
You said dose.
I said...
All right, dosey-do. Yeah, it's a good one, isn't it?
Dose your mother, no.
You could have had does. You can have does.
I did.
All right. Dows. This is a great game.
A dose your shoes.
Oh yeah. All right.
to tell you before you
So-
cut me off.
Oh yeah, sorry, mate. We're
there.
playing words that sound like dose. It's a great game. That's a great game. I didn't think that would have any staying power, but that's a great game. I might go back to.
No.
Sorry, Amanda.
Your foot. You should be using the scraper thing on your foot when it's dry, not when it's wet.
Well, no, I did it when it was dry.
All right, okay.
I
How do you saying you put your foot in the bath?
Yes, and then do you know what I did afterward?
What?
I towelled it off. I towelled it off.
Towel or with paper towel?
I wasn't in a public toilet. It was in my bathroom. So with a towel.
Did you burn the towel afterwards? You wouldn't get to use a towel.
No. I hung it back up again.
No,
And
but that's
the boys use it.
For the faces.
Yes. But my foot is in it's in a terrible state. But I've got some what's it called? Got some.
Gammy foot rub.
They might send me some free stuff.
I think you need something stronger than that. I think you need something.
No,
like
this is
medicinal.
this.
Yeah.
It's called O'Keefe's Healthy Feet Foot Cream for extremely dry, cracked feet. That cost me £9. That did.
Better be good.
Better be bloody good. I'm going to be asking Catherine to apply it to my damaged area a little bit later on in the evening.
I mean,
Catherine, really?
No. Aye.
It's a disgrace.
It's a disgrace to the Aborigine race. My
I
boomerang
sent
won't
you
come
a
back.
tweet with a Google link thing with an Italian lady trying to get...
Huh? Well, hang on, Catherine. What's Catherine?
It's right there in front of you on Twitter.
I know. No, but I'd have to click it.
That's not a Scottish accent.
No, he's going like Alan Bennett now. Oh, Mother said I had to click on a link.
Oh, no, Mother said I had to click on a link.
I can do it.
Last time I
Let me
clicked
think
on a link, I couldn't get out of bed for a week. Hey, by the way, if anyone wants to phone up and do an Alan Bennett impression, we are, again, I know we've got a lot of 15, 16-year-olds listening now. Please, be the first in your school to phone up Talk Radio and do an Alan Bennett impression. 0344 499 1000. We are always, and of course, New Year, and thank you for reminding me, Amanda, on New Year, it will be our 18th annual New Year's Eve Alan Bennett impersonation competition. So get your calls in early for that. That really is going to be... and if you've got a blank cassette, or even if you've got the charts taped, put a bit of tape over it, put it in the tape player and press record and play on Sunday, not now.
I can do it.
Really good show. Really good show. Healthy Feet by O'Keefe. Amanda, what did you call in for, please?
I've already asked you two things.
Okay.
And then I told you about the lady.
Yes.
And then I also wanted to ask you, have you got me muted on Twitter?
Have I what?
Got me muted on Twitter.
Well, here's the thing. That question always makes me feel uncomfortable because if I say yes, well, then that's awkward.
No.
If I say no, well, then if someone else phones up and asks that, and I have got them muted, and I go, I don't really want to answer that. So I make the point of if people ask me if they are muted, I get loads of people emailing me saying, am I muted? Have you muted me?
Only because you don't answer everyone.
Yeah.
I think...
So I make the point, Amanda, of never answering the question when it's put to me, am I muted?
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
The good news is you're not blocked yet.
Yet. This has ended in an awkward... started off with fun, with dosey-dos. And it's ended up awkward and us potentially losing a listener.
That's okay. You've got plenty new ones. I want to say hello to my friend Danny. She's just tuned in tonight for the first time.
Danny, it's nice.
Then.
She's going to be joining me on Hogmanay. Actually, that Jonathan Ross's brother does talk radio, doesn't he?
Yes,
His
he does.
advert earlier on
Steve
said
Ross.
Come and join me on New Year's Day, Hogmanay. New Year's Day's not Hogmanay.
Okay. Any complaints? Send them to Paul Ross 69
That is
at
his name, Paul Ross. I don't even know.
hotmail.co.uk, and that's
You need to get that right. There's offending a whole nation.
Okay.
On New Year's Day, Hogmanay.
Yes, well, don't worry, I'm gonna burn the station down as a direct result of your complaint.
That's it.
Thanks for calling.
Bye.
I've had a message from one of the people I've not muted on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
Daddy Bear Club.
Oh, yeah.
He's one of my favourites. I'm not sure what's going on this evening, but I like it. Side note, you've been setting off everyone's Amazon Echoes every time you say Alexa. It's telling me the time and everything.
Is it telling you the time?
It's telling me the time and everything.
Hang on. Alexa, read my mind. Hey, Siri, kiss my ass. The Late Night Alternative with me, Iain Lee, her Catherine Boyle on Talk Radio.
Start your engines, petrol heads, and don't miss the motor show. It's automotive for the people on your radio.
Sports cars, pickups, 4x4s, GTI or coupe. What convertible is best to buy for a bloke who wears a toupee?
He's the motor mouth with the V8 brain. His car know-how is stunning. Listen to Revved Up Andy J and get your motor running.
The Motor Show with Andy J. Expert car talk that doesn't use a sneaky gadget to improve emissions. Tomorrow afternoon from 3 on Talk Radio.
Tales of mystery and imagination on the radio show that does things differently.
Dolly Parton, I listen to her records all day long.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
I'm a nut job, but not that kind of nut job.
On Talk Radio.
Honest to God, it's the new Breaking Bad. Oh no!
Right, pick a line between 1 and 9.
1.
Wasim. Okay, we'll go back to him in a bit. Pick another line.
2.
There we go. Let's go to Andrew.
Hi, Ian. It's Andrew here from Birmingham.
Hello, Andrew from Birmingham.
Yeah, I'd just like to say about my first soiree into internet
Swinging.
dating.
Oh, that's close.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, go on. Yeah.
And it correlates with going into a passport photo booth.
Oh, yes.
And the seat was right at the top. You know how they spin round?
Yes, love a good spin on them.
So I went into a passport booth. The seat was right at the top, and I had to really turn it down because I used to be an ex-Marine, so it had to go right the way down to the bottom.
Yes.
Then on the night, I met this really lovely young lady online.
Yes.
And we agreed to meet at Charing Cross Station. Yeah? So I really liked this lady. Her photograph was just the top half of her.
Yes.
And she looked really gorgeous and said we'd meet. So down to Charing Cross I went.
Yes.
And suited and booted. She was really beautiful. Yes. I even bought some flowers from the flower seller.
Yes.
And was stood under the clock at Charing Cross waiting for her to turn up.
Yes.
I had 3 taxis.
Yes.
Oh, I'd also booked a nice meal at a restaurant over the road.
Right.
So I had 3 taxis. Which I sent to her. Where are you?
Yeah.
And she said, I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
Oh.
Another text. Where are you? Stood there with this bunch of flowers with all these hundreds of people coming.
And she was robbing your house?
No. And anyway, so she texted me and said, I'm here. And I looked round, and honestly, Ian, I still couldn't see her.
Uh-oh.
And I kept looking round. I said, where are you? And then I felt a tug on my trousers.
Oh, God. Straight in there.
When I looked down, she was a little person.
Oh, I see.
And it was... I held her by the hand, and she was beautiful, but she was a little person.
Yes.
And I'm 6'4".
Wowzers.
Ex-Marine, and we walked across Charing Cross Station together.
Yes.
For a meal. When we got to the restaurant, the man at the door opened the door, and he looked of really funny colour. He couldn't barely control himself.
Yes.
I don't know why. But we got and we sat down and we had a lovely meal.
Yes.
There was one problem, that she did eat with her mouth open.
That's the only way to get the food in. Did she drink from an
Even when
ankle?
she was chewing the food.
Oh, I see what you
I
mean.
was dressed nice, but she asked, was I gay?
Right.
Because I dressed nice.
Hang on a minute. Let's go back to the beginning of this story. Are you saying that she used the same photo booth as you?
Well, no, but I was saying that the correlation.
Oh, okay.
Isn't it weird
Right.
how I went in to get a passport photo?
Yes.
And it was right at the top, as if a little person had used it.
I don't know. I don't know what the. And I'm not saying this to tell you off. I don't know what the term is these days.
I'm trying to be very.
No, I know you are. And I know you are. And I'm also aware that some people are rightfully, very
Looking
careful.
up, the correct term is little person.
Is it beautiful? Fine. Then I'll take your word for it.
So anyway, the end of the date.
Yes.
At the end of the date, we
Yes.
had a lovely date.
Yes.
And she asked me then why I wouldn't. Because I was going to give her a kiss, but on our first date, I thought better not to be a gentleman.
Yes.
So we parted company. But I just thought I'd tell you what a fantastic date.
Well, hang on a minute. But what happened on the second date?
There hasn't been one.
Well, why not?
Well, I'm contemplating what to do.
How long ago was this date?
Christmas Eve.
Right.
Oh, that's not long.
Was she funny?
Not really, no.
Oh.
Did you like her?
Yeah, she was lovely. She was lovely. She really was lovely. She had all the attributes from the top. She was very nice.
Okay,
I don't mean do you fancy her, I meant do you like her?
No, yeah, very much so, very much so.
Well, then give her a call. Give her a call.
But anyway, I just thought I'd tell you.
Did this actually happen?
Pardon?
Did this actually happen?
Most definitely.
Right. Well, then, here's the thing. Did you mention...
My daughter's flat. She said, "How did the date go, Dad?" And I explained to her. And my daughter was a bit of a funny colour, and I could hear giggling in the night.
Yes.
But
she had a boyfriend.
at the end of the day, I just thought I'd tell you.
Did you mention the height difference?
I did mention that she was a little person. Yes.
And what did she?
Hadn't disclosed that on
Right.
when we were on the internet.
Because she would... most people would put their height down, wouldn't they?
Exactly that. And I thought she was. I'm trying to be diplomatic.
Yes.
I thought she was of a normal height.
Okay, no, I know what you mean by that.
Photo picture that she had on the internet.
Yes.
She had very nice attributes
Obsessed
in
with
all
her
ways.
tits. Yes, absolutely obsessed. He's a boob man. He's a boob man.
You've got it in one.
I've got it. Well, in two.
Is that what blinded you to the rest?
You what? Sorry, Kate?
Well, I like that.
Yeah.
Sounds like my dad.
Is your dad a boob man as well?
No, he calls me Kate. I don't really want to know about my dad's
Okay.
proclivities.
No.
But probably. But I'm just thinking. So you were blinded by the boobs, really, weren't you?
Well, in a way, yeah. And it's the first time at internet dating, you see.
Yeah.
So when you were talking last night about podcasts,
Yes.
I think a great podcast about internet dating.
Oh, it would be good.
It would be
And
good.
the perils of it.
Wouldn't it be good? It would be good. Well, I think you should.
Here's rule number one: don't be blinded by the boobs. That's the
No.
oldest trick in the book.
Yeah.
You've got it.
Andrew, send her a little text and go out for a drink with her.
All right, then, we'll see.
Ta-ta.
Thanks very much.
Bye-bye.
Great show.
Bye-bye. It is a great show. I'm not going to argue with that. I still think that I'm going to advertise this show on Tinder. I think that's going to be. The way forward in 2018. Huh? God, you make me sick. God, you make me sick. Bless you. Evening, Lee.
Hello there.
Hello, mate. What you got for us?
I ain't got a clue. I've been waiting ages.
You've got a what?
I've been waiting a while. You got famous now. You have to wait a while.
Yeah,
don't you?
exactly. You have to wait a while. And if you're cheeky, you have to wait even longer.
Yeah. Them Google Home things are quite useful.
What for?
I listen to your podcast on them.
Okay. But they cost, how much they cost? 100 quid?
No. They're in that Black Friday thing. You can get them for about 60 quid, I think.
Okay.
They're about 80 quid now.
Okay, but you could listen to my podcasts like on your phone or your computer. You didn't need to spend the 60 quid on a bit of kit. I'm glad you're listening. I'm not having a go. But you didn't need to spend 60 quid on a bit of kit.
Well, yeah, but I can play my PlayStation and then tell it to put the podcast on.
Oh, I suppose so. I suppose so.
Saves your finger.
Yeah, it saves your finger, doesn't it?
Well, exactly, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm glad, but is that all it does, though? Hey, Google, play Iain Lee podcast, please.
No, you can play music if you link it with Spotify.
So you got to have a Spotify account.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you could put a CD on.
Well, you could do, but you have to get off your arse for that.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. What is wrong with... listen, I'm old enough, Lee, and you sound old enough that when you were younger, you'd have to get off your arse twice to put on a bit of music, because you'd have to get up and turn the record over.
Well, that's it, yeah.
Have you ever seen the film Wall-E?
No, I haven't.
Should watch it, mate, because it's...
Get Google to look it up for you.
The bit where they're in space, that's like a documentary about your house.
What's it called again?
Wall-E. 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 That's what it's called. And watch the bit when they go up to the space station.
Look what happens to them all.
Yeah.
That's you.
Yeah, not sure.
Well, thanks. Listen, I'm glad you're digging the podcast, Lee. Thank you, mate.
Happy New Year, both.
You too, fella. Take care. Ta-ta. Everyone's... I tell you what I'm liking about tonight's show, apart from that one call, not that Lee, the call earlier on, everyone's taking it, everyone's giving it back, everyone, you know, I'm throwing out the insults, they're laughing, they're throwing the insults at me, I love it.
It's classic banter.
It's classic banter. It's just banter.
But not the kind of banter that leaves people crying. Or other people saying, if you can't take it, you should jog on.
Everyone's on the phone. Yeah, thanks, Ian, thanks a lot. And they put the phone down and they turn round to their empty houses. They look at the chair where their wife used to sit before she left them. And a tear rolls down their cheek as they realise I'm their only friend.
Alexa, call Mum.
This is the Late Night Alternative on Talk Radio.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Talk Radio. For those about to talk, we salute you.
Could your business benefit from cloud accounting? Sage Business Cloud. Get paid faster by issuing invoices on the move. Complete your VAT return in seconds. And link your bank account for a real-time picture of your business finances. See how Sage Business Cloud can benefit your business with a free 30-day trial of Sage Accounting. Visit sage.co.uk/free trial. Sage Business Cloud, helping you manage everything from money to people. Be Sage. Build on.
Highways England is here to improve your journey. Have you noticed the red X's above you when driving on the motorway? Think they're not important? Think again. They mean there's an obstruction or danger up ahead. So if you see one, you must change lanes safely to avoid a penalty, or even worse. So when you see a red X, it's there for a reason. For more information on red X's, search online for smart motorways.
So, you're all ready to go?
Great.
Can you let me out, please?
Did you just hear that?
Oh, don't worry, that's just Steve giving your Duke's bootlock one final check. Mr. Thorough, bless him.
Hello?
Because we know every nut and cranny on a Nissan, you get even greater peace of mind. So visit Nissan's used car event from the 27th of December to the 15th of January, where you could drive away a used 66-plate Duke from £10,980. Subject to availability at participating dealers. Google Nissan Cared For to find your nearest dealer.
Tragedy plus time on Talk Radio.
Hi, this is Bob Mills. Why don't you join me on New Year's Eve at 7 p.m, where we're having a special look back at 2017, the best of tragedy plus time. We've got Russell Howard, we've got Paul Young, we've got the wonderful Dominic Holland, who happened to bring his son in, who, as you all know, is Spider-Man, does whatever. You get the picture.
The winning formula for Sunday night comedy. Tragedy plus time.
This Sunday night from 7
on Talk Radio.
Experience the unconventional. Hello. The unpredictable.
You think that's a bit weird?
And the completely unorthodox.
It was my birthday.
With rule-free Iain Lee.
I was just trying to generate a bit of content.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
Hate alarm clock. Hate going to work.
On Talk Radio.
Hi.
Is Wasim still there?
Oh, blimey, yeah. Wasim, sorry, mate.
Oh, Ian, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm doing very well, buddy.
Mate, you know, before I get into what I want to talk about, I've got a little song for you, mate.
Okay, well, now, last few times people have phoned in with songs, they've ended up being quite offensive.
It's literally a 2-minute song. I think you help lift everyone's spirits.
Okay.
Here we go.
Janana, hey.
Gonna help.
Play that again, play again louder. This is my song.
Yeah.
It's our song! It's my song! It's a great song! Perdesi, yeah.
What does it mean?
I just want to remind you, mate.
What is Perdesi?
I'll introduce everyone to the world of
What does
Bollywood.
Perdesi mean? I can't remember.
He means something about a foreign person.
Foreign person.
Someone from somewhere else.
Foreign person, come over here.
You know what? Can we have some Punjabi swears, please?
Sorry, what?
Can we have some swear words in Punjabi?
Well, no, we can't. But I tell you what, one of my New Year's resolutions is, years and years ago, I bought an instrument and I never got round to playing it, so I'm going to have a good old go on the banjo.
Oh, right, fair enough, mate. Mate, I was wondering, can we talk about racism?
I suppose so. Who are you racist against? Which people do you hate?
I wanted to ask you, when was the last time someone was racist against you?
When was the last time someone was racist against me?
Say Amir Khan.
Amir Khan wasn't racist against me. He did throw the P word around quite a lot.
P word, really?
Yeah, he threw that around quite a lot.
He didn't actually pee himself.
He's what?
He's a pee himself.
He's a Pakistani, yeah. So he was kind of making jokes about it, but we all went, Amir,
Pakistani make jokes about one another all the time.
Yeah, no, I get it, It's different him saying the P word than me saying the P word. I get it, but we all went, ooh. Well, we didn't. I went, ooh, and all his mates went, Amir, he's so funny, such a funny guy. When was the last time someone was racist against me? I can't think. A long time ago, and of course it has a different context for a white guy living in England than it does for a brown person living in England or anywhere else in the world. Oh, I've cut him. He's gone. Where's he gone? He's just gone.
Uh-oh.
Wasim. Oh, we'll...
That guy in New York that threatened to kill you on the subway, was he racist?
No, I don't think he was racist. Wasim, you back?
Yeah, I'm back, mate. Sorry, I thought you cut me off.
Oh, maybe I did. I don't know. I'm playing with some paper clips. Maybe I did. I don't know what's going on. I'm distracted.
Yeah. I was just thinking, because I heard something about racism about Polish people before. Yeah. I wasn't really too sure what happened there.
Okay, well, I'm not going to fill in the blanks. What's the point you'd like to make?
I want to make a point that I think there is a lot of racism out there, but I think everyone's racist in some way or another. And I think people should be open about their racism and have a discussion about it.
Well, why should people be open about their racism?
Because I think if people get out in the open what they feel, it can go somewhere towards improving things out there.
Well, there is the song from Avenue Q, we're all a bit racist, aren't we? And I think that we all have natural prejudices, but I don't know if we need to necessarily get those. We can acknowledge that we have those natural prejudices, but prejudice, as opposed to other forms of hatred, prejudice is... My interpretation of prejudice is something that is illogical and is not based on any kind of factual or mental reasoning. It's just it's irrational. That's the word. There's a word for all those things. It's irrational. So there's no point. There's no point in coming out and saying, I'm a little bit irrational, prejudiced towards Pakistanis or Indians because. As an intelligent human being, any irrational prejudice I have, I can overcome quite easily by simply applying thought and logic and experience. So me coming out and saying, hey, do you know what? I think deep down I have got an irrational prejudice, and it's directed towards these groups of people. That doesn't do anything positive.
Yeah, I agree with you, but I think what it is, I think the reason for racism is people don't understand one another. And until they talk to one another, they won't understand.
Torture one another, did he say? Talk to. Sorry, I misheard.
I think this is where the far right comes in. This is how the far right indoctrinate people. They take their prejudices and they basically just, what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
They take advantage of people.
Yes.
I think until you talk to people from different races, you will never know about them. Because you can read the Daily Mail and you can base everything on the Daily Mail.
Well, some people will always do that, and there is a growing trend of people who obviously are racist but deny they are racist, and I don't know.
Who's the most racist person you've ever spoken to?
Oh, Kath.
She
hates you guys.
I do not.
She hates you guys.
I think Kat's not racist.
Oh,
I said it to you before. I think that Paul guy was racist. That's Kath.
Yeah, he was.
I heard the whole clip.
Yeah, he was. You should ask Kath why she never wears short sleeve shirts. It's all the tattoos on her arm.
That's racist.
Yeah, exactly. Well, see,
That's unacceptable, mate. That's
Thank
really
you. Thank you very much.
You're a tattooist.
Yeah, he is.
Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. There we go. Let's go to Will. Evening, Will.
Good evening, Ian. You've kept me company all the way from Reading to Swindon.
Hey, it's Will. Will's going to tell us what use those Alexas and Googles are.
You know what? I can change radio channel from the toilet in my house. That is as good as
But Will, so can I, because I always take my phone with me, and I'm always listening to the radio on my phone.
Yeah, but you don't have to touch the phone on the toilet. That's a disgusting habit, and you should know that already.
He is
the power of your voice.
He is very, very fond of poogling.
Do you realise your phone is probably the dirtiest thing in your house? That's the problem, especially in Ian's house if he's using it on the toilet.
Trust me, Will, the phone ain't the dirtiest thing in my house. Trust me.
The remote control.
But really, because I was thinking of getting one, and my mother-in-law got, and by the way, everyone hates it now, because I keep going, Alexa, everyone's homes are going nuts now, and that's another problem with it. People are tweeting me saying, please stop doing that. But my mother-in-law got one, and after the novelty of it reading my mind, it doesn't really do a lot, Will. I was quite disappointed.
It depends what you're using it for. I mean, like, you can get to update you on traffic, travel, news, all of that kind of stuff. You're going to be able to start asking it more sophisticated questions in the new year. So you'll be able to ask Alexa a question and then follow it up with a supplementary question. And whether we like it or not, Ian, the fact that tech companies, everybody's getting behind Alexa or Siri or Google Home, it's going to be in everything. We've got the Consumer Electronics Show in Vegas the week after next, and all of the companies are going to be announcing that Alexas, like car stereos and stuff, will be controlled by Alexa. You can have all sorts of tech controlled by your voice buttons. We've gone to touch screens, but we're going to go even further than that, and we're going to be controlling stuff with our voices pretty soon.
I love the fact that Will is basically telling me off.
Yeah.
For not supporting this robot revolution.
You know why?
Go on.
Because Will is hot for technology.
Will is hot for. Will gets free tech gear, and I know he's got 2 sex bots.
Just to compare.
Just to compare.
You can't tell people that. It's not true. I've lent one to you anyway.
I know. Thank you very much indeed. No, listen, I'm excited, Will, because like I said earlier, and I was maybe 20 years a bit too much. In 2, 3, 4 years, I think they're going to be amazing. But I just think now, personally, and this is, if people can phone in and tell me the uses they've got for these things, it just feels that the technology isn't quite there yet.
No, I'd go as far as saying the technology is there now. It's just the uses and the application of them isn't quite there yet.
Okay. So what? Okay. So so what is the best thing that you're and what do we call them? Do we call them hubs? Am I using the right word?
Yeah, or you can call them a digital assistant. You can call them that. You can call them a hub. You can call them. I suppose that there's not really a collective term for them yet.
No,
Somebody might want to create one tonight.
And there's only those 2, is it? Google and Alexa.
You've got the Google Home device, you've got the Alexa, and Apple are bringing out a version of Siri in 2018. They've been talking about it for ages. They've shown pictures of it. It's not available yet. But you'll be able to get a sort of a version of Siri in a speaker as well.
Wow. Okay. All right. And which is the best one? There's the question. Which is the best one?
At the moment, I'd say that Amazon the most money on developing Alexa.
Yeah.
Alexa's going to be in so many different devices. It's in car stereos. You can get it in your fridge if you want to be able to order food and stuff via your fridge. You're going to get it in loads more technology. It'll be in TVs and stuff this year. It's going to be the technology that's going to be added to everything. So, it's going to be the thing that's going to be super popular in 2018. I think it's going to be used. And just because you don't like it doesn't mean it isn't going to take over.
No, listen, trust me. Trust me, I backed Betamax, so I get it wrong every single time, Will.
I think these things are going to grasp more people up.
You
can't have secrets anymore. Anything you say is going to start phoning people up when you're talking about them.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. There was a case in the US where I think the feds were trying to get hold of the information that an Amazon Alexa has because they believed it might contain information about a bloke planning a murder, which he carried out. Now, we we don't know whether Amazon gave that data over or not, but these companies are obviously, at the moment, they say these devices only start listening to you when you trigger them, but I would say they're probably listening to everything that you're saying.
Are the police suggesting this man went, Alexa, what's the best way to kill a man?
Alexa, get me gaffer tape, a machete, and a getaway car.
Oh, you can, one other good use for Alexa, you can order pizzas now with certain companies if you've got the app on their phone.
Oh, mate, I'm in!
On your phone, you can order a pizza.
I told you, Wally.
Oh, mate, you should have said that straight away. Alexa, get me a Vegorama and a meat feast from Domino's, please.
If they do Greg's, I'm in.
Oh, man alive. Will, what's happening New Year's for you? You doing anything exciting?
I'm going to sit in my chair with a bottle of whiskey and a shotgun.
Wow, that escalated.
Mate, nothing's that... Either he's got zombies in his area, or he's had enough. One of those. Well, lovely to talk to you, man.
Thanks, guys.
Take care, ta-ta. Wowzers, that's a bleak image, isn't it? A drunk man with a shotgun and Alexa. You can order pizzas, Gatford. Why didn't they tell me that to start with?
You can order pizzas.
Thanks very much. What you got for us?
Oh, okay. Arise, Siringo. Listen. And they said he couldn't drum.
I thought he's a brilliant drummer. I don't get it. He's a brilliant drummer.
Brilliant drummer.
He's a great drummer. One of the best.
Are they all now Knights of the British Realm?
Yeah, the two living ones are, yes.
Well, yeah, but were the others were... Well, was it Sir George Harrison before
No, of course not. No, of course not.
Couldn't they do it posthumously?
No, we can't do it posthumously. And also, he died in 2001, 16 years ago.
Also, I get the feeling that George wouldn't have been bothered about that kind of stuff.
No.
John would have refused it, but...
Of course he would. He'd have loved it, though.
Yeah. He could have got in bed with it or something.
He would have made peace with it.
Yeah. Trenchfoot.
Great name. I've got their second album on vinyl.
Yeah. So serves you right for all those jokes about my toe.
Yeah, well, at least I've got all my toes left. Thank you very much indeed.
Yeah.
That felt like pulling teeth, that call with Gatford, didn't it?
Yeah, nice to hear from him again.
Well, I felt like I was doing a lot of work there.
Yeah.
For not much reward. No. We've got Sophie, we've got Kadir, we've got Craig, and we've got Simon coming up after the news. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. We're just kind of, bubbling along, bouncing along, seeing what comes up, having a little chat about anything you fancy. We've talked about those digital assistants. We have talked about racism. New Year's and all kinds of stuff. You can call him any of that stuff. And Rob, Anna and Rob say, Ian, please stop saying Alexa. We are listening to you on Alexa, and she keeps responding to you. So I won't say Alexa anymore.
Talk Radio, digital debate for the UK.
Pick up your phone and talk radio.
We'll get you talking.
Could your business benefit from cloud accounting? Sage Business Cloud. Get paid faster by issuing invoices on the move. Complete your VAT return in seconds. And link your bank account for a real-time picture of your business finances. See how Sage Business Cloud can benefit your business with a free 30-day trial of Sage Accounting. Visit sage.co.uk/free trial. Sage Business Cloud. Helping you manage everything from money to people. Be Sage. Build on.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house a party was stirring, good times paramount. I made my way
Love
to
a
the fridge
decaf pop
with
top,
some
please.
care, in hope that some strongbow dark fruit would be there.
Do you know what, I have
Then
some
I
rules as well.
exclaimed with a shout and a hoot, dark fruit.
Double whammy! Double whammy, Pammy!
Strongbow dark fruit, the original dark fruit
What's this?
cider with crisp apple
What kind?
taste and juicy blackcurrants.
Oh, yeah.
Drink aware for
You
the
put it on?
fans. Please drink responsibly.
I thought
Across
this
the
on
UK on
This cost me 9 quid.
DAB.
A new kind of talk radio. We'll get you talking. Talk Radio.
Good morning, I'm Will Rowe. Nigel Farage says he's not worried about accolades after being overlooked in this year's New Year's honours list. The former UKIP leader claimed, "It's never been an aspiration for me, but an aspiration for many who support me." 4 Tory MPs were either knighted or made dames, whilst Labour MP for Preston, Mark Hendrick, also received a knighthood. Lib Dem leader Sir Vince Cable says the resignation of Lord Adonis shows that Brexit is being badly handled. The Labour peer quit his role as head of the National Infrastructure Commission, saying that Theresa May was siding with UKIP and the Tory far right. Cable added he was glad to see Adonis making a stand.
Lord Adonis is making a very clear statement that the form of Brexit that the government's pursuing, not the principle of it, but the form of it, is very hard Brexit, driven by an extreme faction within the Conservative Party, is very, very damaging.
We're being warned to brace ourselves for more wintry weather over the weekend and into the new year. Storm Dylan's expected to bring winds of up to 80 miles per hour in Northern Ireland and southern Scotland, with a yellow weather warning in place for Sunday. Forecaster Sarah Thornton told Talk Radio to expect hazardous conditions.
Could see some tiles off roofs, you could see some high-sided...
It goes on and on. Oh, it's such a great record. If you don't know, it's the Beatles album that Beatles fans don't talk about because most of them are wrong and they hate it. And it's love, and it's the Matchup album that Giles Martin did. And it's just an absolute joy, and I've listened to it for ages and ages, and I'm going to destroy it tomorrow by listening to it again and again and again. I'm going to what's the phrase? I'm going to smash its back doors.
Wow!
Is that the phrase to use?
I would say rinse it out, but I mean that's more aggressive.
I'm just going to listen to it a lot, probably twice. I'm going to smash its back doors in.
Never need to hear that again.
Okay. Let's go to Craig. Good evening, Craig. Craig? Craig? What do they say in America? Craig? Craig? No. Oh, mate, you were just about to get the old, off you go. Still a possibility. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, is that Craig? Is Craig there? Is Craig coming out to play?
I am here,
We finish at 1 o'clock, so...
Yeah, I was just like talking about the police cops.
About what?
Talk about police cops.
Police cops?
Police cocks?
No, police cops.
Are you on speakerphone?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Sounds like you're on speakerphone.
Have you fallen down a well?
Yeah, I think I've...
Okay.
What?
What?
Speaking of the toilet.
Why do you want to talk about police cuts?
It's just about my town, that. It's just... There's no... I have no police station in my town.
Right. Hello, Craig?
I was wondering if what you think.
I don't know what town you live in, so I don't know... I don't know about the police. I don't know how many you've got. I think it's a shame that they're... Well, no, we find out. We'll have it. Let's have the conversation. I think it's a shame that the police stations are closing down. I understand why. It's because of cuts and stuff, and they've got to save money. But I do think it's a shame because I've been to police stations to report crimes, and it's, you know, you feel like you're doing a positive thing. But I don't worry about... Bobby's on the beat, if that's what you're talking about, because I don't think... Well, I know, statistically, Bobby's on the beat don't stop crime.
No, not in the I station, no.
No, but I think, yes, I think we it's a shame that we are having fewer and fewer, thank you, police stations.
Yeah, I know.
What's going on in your life, Craig?
Not much.
Yeah, I know, exactly. And I got that kind of vibe, and I just wondered why on the week... Because I'm normally quite good with ages, and I'm struggling. I'm going to have a guess at your age, but I could be decades off, okay? I'm going to say 28.
Yeah, just a bit.
Go on, how old are you?
24.
34.
24.
44. I was miles
24.
off. No, how old?
24.
24. Oh, I was not that off. Oh, okay, fine. Okay, right. So I was at the right end. So why is a young, thrusting man such as yourself, and you're obviously a bright fella and you take in, you know, news and current affairs and stuff. So why are you At 10 minutes past 12, Friday after Christmas, the Friday before New Year's. Why are you worrying about police stations and and police cuts?
Well, where I stay, it's just a wee small town.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of crime.
How much crime is there?
Oh, it's about 99%.
There's 99% crime.
Yeah.
Gosh.
That is actually a lot of crime.
You better hold on to that telephone.
Well, but seriously, mate, how much crime is there?
Well, you can't go out your door and walk about and you'll get stabbed, you know what I mean?
So if you go out of your door and walk about, you'll get stabbed.
Something like that, yeah.
Come on, man. You know that's nonsense. Did you go out of your house today?
Well, my street's not very safe.
Right. Did you go out of your house today and did you get stabbed? The answer to the first question is hopefully yes. The second question, no. So that's not true. So normally it's anger people phone in with, but it's not anger with you. It's fear, isn't it? It's fear. What are you afraid of?
Oh, I'm in Scotland and Arbroath. Don't know if you know that town.
I don't know it particularly well, but I'm aware of it. Of course I'm aware of it, yeah.
Yeah, we've like Angus, we've got a few towns in Angus.
Yeah.
Well, Arbroath's the biggest town in Angus.
Yeah.
But all the stations are closed as well, so...
But forget that. What are you scared of? What's going on for you? I'm gonna say something, again, I might be wildly off. Have you just split up with a partner or something?
Yeah, you know.
Have you got a partner?
Yeah.
And is everything going all right there?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
You think so? Okay. Well, okay, fine, I was wrong on that one then. But it just feels to me that you're not worried about getting stabbed. You're not scared about getting stabbed, and you're not scared about, Catherine is just showing me a really interesting statistic, right? And read out that statistic, Kath.
Well, I'm looking at crimestatistics.co.uk, and you can look by a postcode and you can look by a town. And I just looked up Arbroath Angus. Do you know how many crimes there were in Arbroath Angus in November 2017?
No.
None.
Oh, it's dropped then, but that's because there's no any boats.
Ah, you're right. That'll be it. Let's have a look for August 2017.
No, it's dropped because there's no polis.
No.
I love the way the Scottish people say polis. I can never do it properly. I'm fishing here, Craig, and I can't quite get to it. There's something going on with you, and it's because you're not worried about police stations closing down.
Oh, maybe it's where I came before, where I was born. I was born in Glasgow, and that's where all the crime was.
Yeah, there's a lot of crime Glasgow's a big city, and like all big cities, it's got its problems. But Glasgow's cleaned up in the last few years. Glasgow used to be 10, 15 years ago. It used to be big centre for drugs and things, but it's cleaned up its act quite a lot.
Yeah.
And that's with police stations closing down and stuff.
It's just annoying because they're all just closed, you know.
Yeah. Is it a sadness that they're closing instead of it being a fear? Are you sad that things are changing and you don't like things changing?
Yeah, I think it's that. Yeah.
There we go. I think that's more it. Here's the thing. Years and years ago, about 25 years ago, to phone up London, you used to have to dial 01. That was the dialing code for London. And about 24 years ago, they got rid of 01 and they changed it to, it's been through a few since then. Was it 071 and 081? And then it became 0171 and 0... Anyway, doesn't matter. And I was so traumatised, Craig, by the abolition of the 01 for London that I cried. I found it such and it was an end, and it was a change, and I was scared I was saddened by that change, and I get the feeling that's kind of what's going on with you. That you're at an age where you're not a kid anymore. Of course, you're not a kid, but I would suggest to someone who's got 20 years on you, you're not the man you're going to be in another 10 years' time. There's that weird early 20s. Have you got a job, Craig?
Yeah, I do.
All right. And is it a job you're happy with?
I've not long started it, so...
You've only just started it. But is it something you can see yours... Do you, when you go to work, do you go to work with a smile on your face? Thinking, yes, I've got another day of doing this. Wonderful.
Sometimes I do.
Yeah. And how do you feel at the thought of doing that job for the next 30 years?
Probably not, because looking at my criteria.
Right. I think, I might be wildly off mark here, I think you've just not found yourself yet. And talking about the police stations closing down is your cry for help. Would you reckon to them, Apples?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
All right, Craig. Hey, listen, man, I've really enjoyed talking to you. Call again, won't you?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Thanks, man. Take care. Ta-ta. I don't know if we got it anywhere closer there, but there was something going on. It's a nice bloke. He's a nice bloke. I can't do it the way the Scottish say polis. Polis. I love it. Limmy does it beautifully. The polis. It's just, and it's spelled P-O-L-I-S, and it's just such a delicious turn of phrase, and love it. Thank you, Craig. I really enjoyed that. Sophie, you're going to be next, then it's going to be Simon, then it's going to be Kadir. How's about them apples? I'm Iain Lee. This is Talk Radio.
The late night alternative.
Big
with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk. Talk Radio.
Contact Talk Radio. Call 0344 499 1000. Text Talk and your message to 87222. Text costs 25p plus your standard network rate. Or you can tweet us at Talk Radio.
Talk Radio.
We'll get you talking.
Still haven't signed up to Selco Predictor? Why not? What a chance! What a goal! There's a million good reasons why you should. Sign up now at selcobw.com/predictor and use your footballing foresight results to become a
99% of crime equals a lot of crime.
Plus, in December, win flights and £150 spending money for a sensational 2-night city stay in a European hotspot of your choice. The Selco Predictor. Download the Selco app now or sign up for free at selcobw.com/predictor.
When it comes to Christmas presents, they say that it's the thought that counts. But Terry got a hairdryer from his Secret Santa, and he's bald. They also say that if you don't ask, you don't get. But Alice asked everyone for the bag she wanted for Christmas, and she ended up with 4. Thankfully for Terry and Alice, 'tis the season to sell unwanted gifts on Gumtree. It's free, and you can use the money to get something you really want. They say that some gifts keep on giving, and they're right. Opportunity starts on
This is foot cream, not hand cream, you
Since
twat.
you've been sold,
You're going to grow toes.
I
Those
can't
stubby little
breathe
fingers
for
are going to
the
get even stubbier.
first time. I'm still moving on, yeah. Thanks to
Johnny, this is the
you,
feedback.
now I
Well, how good this
get
cost me.
what
It's
I
not cheap
want. Since you've been sold.
Hello, easy way to make room for the new you. Download the app and start selling now. eBay. Fill your cart with colour.
It's the sound of the chorus.
From the 1st of January 2018, Ford's new fraud scrappage scheme will be extended to include cars registered before the 31st of December 2010, and we've even included a new model, the Tough Ford Ranger. You could save between £2,000 and £4,950 on the recommended on-the-road price when you trade in your old vehicle for a new Ford car. New year, new Ford. Ford. Together, we go further.
Retail customers only who trade in a vehicle registered before 31st of December 2010. Scrappage savings between £2,000 and £4,950 dependent on model or to the recommended on-the-road price, including VAT. Selected models excluded. Contract from 1st of January to 31st of March 2018 and registered from 1st of January to the 30th of September 2018. At participating Ford dealers only. T's and C's apply. Contact your nearest Ford dealer for more information.
What? We're losing 3-0? And if they score another, I'll win £1 million. £1 million? Yeah. On the Sun's new Sun 6 game, get 6 scores right this game week and you'll win more cash than Neymar gets in a week.
Oh, no,
Oh, no, he's back on the... He's obviously pissed off. He's back on the forums. Now that he's
Think you know the score?
he's
Prove it
free
and you could win £1 million
now
with
he's
Sun
free
6.
of,
Play for
you know,
free now at
marketing.
thesun.co.uk/Sun6. Sun 6 powered by Sunbets. One free play
I've
token
got
per
great
customer per
news,
game
really
week.
great
T's
news.
apply. 18+. BeGambleAware.org.
At the Co-op, Smirnoff Red Label Vodka, Gordon's London Dry Gin, Bell's Original, and Captain Morgan's Spiced at just £13 each. That's the drink sorted for your New Year party. New Year is coming together at the Co-op. All 70 centilitres, participating stores only, subject to availability. Please drink responsibly. Offer ends 3rd of January 2018.
Experience the unconventional, the unpredictable, and the completely unorthodox. With rule-free Iain Lee. The late-night alternative with Iain Lee.
I've got no internet for the last 4 days.
On Talk Radio.
Right, let's go to Sophie. Good evening, Sophie.
Hello.
Hello. Oh.
Sorry.
That's okay. No, don't worry. Should we try again?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to Sophie. Hello, Sophie.
Hello.
There we go. What a wonderfully...
Clear as a bell.
Very clear as a bell. Absolutely. What a thrusting voice this young woman has. Good evening, Sophie. What's happening for you at 21 minutes past 12 on a Friday evening?
Just being really nervous on the phone.
Oh, mate.
Talk radio.
Oh, no, but don't be nervous.
I'm so nervous.
No, I know. It's a weird old thing. When I occasionally phone up radio shows, and when I do, I get nervous. And when I do, I don't do them very often, but sometimes I do interviews as well on the phone on a radio. And there's just something about it that is, it's not. I'm going to say this, and I say this I say this with love. But people who phone up radio stations are weird. Because it's not a normal thing to do. It's a stressful thing to do. I don't know anyone who, while they're in the act of phoning up, is loving it. Afterwards, they might do. Afterwards, it's a bit of a rush, a bit of a high. But doing it, it's just a constant nervous.
Here's what I worry about.
Go
That
on.
my words are going to go and that I'm going to make an idiot of myself.
Oh, no, I don't worry about that, because I do find that when I'm talking on the phone to radio stations, I say too many words. And I suddenly find myself in the middle of really long sentences, and I could see the end of the sentence at the start, but now it's way over there. But I'm always worried about whether my phone connection is any good.
Oh.
Because my house phone is rubbish, but we don't get good mobile signal on the
Is
house.
that a man-woman thing, or is that an Ian Cath thing? That you think about the practicalities of it, and I'm worried that I'm going to muff up verbally.
Men are from Mars, women like the penis.
What?
Is that not it?
No.
I was reading the wrong book.
And besides which, not all women do.
No, exactly. Sophie, I hope that conversation, that little bit of chitty chat, has put you at ease.
Cleared things up.
A little bit, yeah.
Good, I'm glad to hear it. What have you got for us, Sophie?
I was going to talk about those Google Home Alexa.
Have you got one?
No.
Good, don't get one. They're rubbish. Whatever Will Guyatt says, ignore them. They are rubbish. What do you want to say about them?
Well, I was just going to say they could be useful when, if you have an additional need.
Yes.
An
additional
It could be
need.
useful when you need a prescription reminder, so you need a reminder when you take a medication.
Okay, yeah, all right. I tell you what I thought you were going to say then, was if you fell down the stairs and you broke your legs and your back.
God.
And you couldn't even crawl to the phone, and you could go, Alexa, call an ambulance, quick. I'm afraid I can't help you with that. That's what she always says. I'm afraid I can't help you.
You do realise you probably triggered a load of Alexas.
That's why I said it. That's why I said it. These suckers got their Alexas going, Sophie. Then that is their problem. So yeah, yes, it could be. I just think that that of course there are a few useful things, and you're right. The prescription. Apparently, you can set it as a timer, so you can say, Alexa, can you wake me up in an hour? Do all that stuff, right? But they cost about 140 quid. That's a lot of money for a prescription reminder when you could, of course, just write it down in your diary.
If you don't have access to that, or you forget that you're forgetful,
Yes.
that'd be helpful.
She's good, actually.
I mean, if you're forgetful, though, will you have the wherewithal to remember to not forget by telling Google?
Well, no, because I'm thinking, because I watched a programme earlier about robots.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, instead of forking out a lot of money for...
She said, hang on a minute. She said forking out Forking out. It just sounded like something completely different, but both our hearts just sank a little bit there. But no, forking out. Yes, go on.
Yeah, so a lot of money for a robot. You get a Google Home Mini for 50 quid. And then, like, for someone who has MS or a disability that's restrictive,
Yes.
they could set little reminders, and if they have then, like, an episode or, you know, a seizure, then they can call a person on the Google Home Mini.
I like it. I like your thinking.
Yeah.
I like your thinking. I mean, at the moment, it's a party piece. At the moment, it's, hey, look at this. Alexa, play the Beatles. You know, and
do you know what my gran would do if she had an Alexa? Well, what my step-granddad would do.
Yes.
He'd unplug it.
Yeah.
And everyone wouldn't realise that it was not charged up.
Yeah.
And so it would be completely pointless within a day.
Yeah.
Because he likes unplugging stuff.
I disagree with Will, I'm going to be honest, the tech expert.
There's a reason why he's working for them.
I disagree with the expert. I don't think speech control is going to be as big a thing as he thinks it is. And it's certainly not in the next 10 years, because the technology, it ain't there. And it ain't going to be there for a long time. We're miles off.
Are you about to say it will never catch on?
Yeah, I'll do it. I'm going to do it, Sophie. I'm going to put... the speech-based technology will never catch on. There you go.
I agree.
There we go, Sophie. We both heard it.
I'm right, aren't I, Sophie?
Yeah.
And you're the voice of youth. So if she's not prepared to invest her time and her money into it, then the whole industry is screwed.
I've got better things to do than speak to a bloody Google Home Mini.
Yeah, right, exactly. Exactly.
Of course you have. You could speak to your bloody mates.
I don't have any, but yeah.
Oh, God, Sophie, everybody's crying. What do you mean you haven't got... You must have loads of mates.
No.
Oh. Have you not got one really close person?
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe...
That's good enough.
Well, yeah, maybe it's not. Maybe she should buy an Alexa and...
Alexa, buy friends.
Alexa, do you like me?
No. Oh, don't.
No, I don't. Oh, you've broken my heart there, Sophie.
Sorry.
No, don't. I feel really bad. I've not got very many friends. I've got...
Oh, but the ones you've got are solid.
Excellent. One of them's an idiot.
Oh.
I've got 3 friends, I would say. I'm cultivating a couple of new ones.
That are better.
You've got 2 more friends than me, then.
Oh, Sophie. But is your one friend really cool and good?
Well, we were, like, really close, but now we do different courses at college, so we've drifted, but we still make time to talk.
Oh, mate. And how come you haven't got any other friends, Sophie?
I'm too weird for everybody.
Oh, no, in that case, what do you do that people think is weird? Do you do taxidermy? Do you cut open animals when they're dead and stuff them?
No. So just be myself. It's too weird for people.
Yeah. And how does that make you feel as a person?
Quite sad, actually.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Oh, mate. What
Even my family think I'm too weird.
Oh, yeah. I mean, listen, first of all, there's nothing wrong with being weird. There's nothing wrong with being an outsider. There's nothing wrong with, being the only person that is into certain things. There's nothing wrong with that.
Do you know what? It gets easier when you leave college.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Because so much of that's about conforming.
But getting through college can be tough.
Yeah.
If you've got no friends and if everybody, you feel like everybody's giving you the old skunk eye.
Yeah, but I also know... Right, I've seen both sides of things. I've been in a big group of friends, or felt like I was in a big group of friends. And then you realise that actually within that group there's all kinds of weird shenanigans going on, and actually people don't get on as well as they seem to, and there's a lot of, politics, and it's not as fun.
Yeah.
So, I'd rather have just one really good mate.
It doesn't help when I don't drink alcohol either.
Yeah, no, I don't...
I don't think I'm normal, because I don't drink.
So. I don't drink, Sophie, and for a long time that alienated me from certain people, and I certainly don't like being sat in a pub, and I never really did when I did used to drink. I don't like pubs. I think the clubs, I think they're thoroughly unpleasant environments. So that would alienate me a bit, but there's nothing I can say that won't sound patronising, but as you move through life, it's like a snowball effect. You will pick up friends who are as weird as you, if not weirder, and who also, you know, don't like drinking, and you know, I don't know. I mean, is it really getting you down?
It has in the past, but you know, life goes on.
Good. Well, I'm glad life does go on. That's the main thing. What are you studying?
Childcare.
And what do you want to be when you grow up?
Whatever life brings me.
Yeah, that is such a good attitude to have. That is such a good attitude to have, because I thought, I don't know about you, Kath, but I thought I knew what I wanted. I wanted to be an actor. That's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be an actor. And I trained and studied and did all that. And, you know, several decades later, I find myself hosting a weird cult late-night radio show. And do you know what? This is better than any actor. This is better than my work life. Forget my personal life, but my work life is certainly better than any fantasy I had when I was, you know, sort of between the ages of 15 and 25. It was way better, way more fun, way more exciting, way more pleasing in terms of me being creative and artistic. And that's because I kind of just let it bounce along and, you know, took some random things and took some chancy things and, you know, bounced along.
You let go a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, that's it.
I think I'm doing what kid me would have enjoyed, would have hoped I would be doing.
Hanging out with a really hunky guy who's a genius.
Don't embarrass me in front of Simon.
Hey!
No, kid me wanted to be an actress or, like, do funny stuff, and I had a radio station in my bedroom I used to get my sister to do the adverts for, and then I kind of let go of that, and you sort of think, well, what am I going to do when I actually grow up? And so you think, right, okay, well, how do I work that into something that's possible? And so I studied and became a journalist, but then, things happen, and I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm pretty convinced of that now. But yeah, I just had to relax a little bit and say yes to stuff. So you never know where you're going to end up. And actually, I'm not frightened of that. That's actually quite comforting. The most frightening times in my life are when I've thought, I know exactly where I'm going to be in 10 years' time, and it's rubbish. So yeah, let go and let life happen. You're right.
Call us again, won't you, Sophie?
Yeah, sure.
All right. What are you doing for New Year?
Nothing.
Good, because it's rubbish.
Probably playing Monopoly.
Yeah. We're on New Year's Eve, 10 o'clock, if you want to join us.
Okay.
All right. Nice one. Take care, Sophie.
Okay, you too. Thank you.
Bye-bye. What a nice young lady. What a nice young lady. It's tough, isn't it? It's tough growing up. It's tough living. It's not tough growing up. It's tough living.
For that college thing.
Yeah.
It's all about conforming, isn't it? Not standing out for a lot of people. But loads of those people in those big groups are wishing they could just be a bit different.
Yeah. Life's hard work, man. It's hard work. It's really hard work. I found today hard work. Saying that, I had a great laugh with my kids. I bought them some really old, like 10-year-old Toy Story game for the Xbox. It was £9 to download it. And I thought, we'll get this and it'll be a bit rubbish and we'll have a bit of fun with it. And me and my 5-year-old, soon to be 6-year-old, we were playing it today. He was playing it, and normally the two boys play it, but the eldest was playing on the 3DS. And I said, let me come in, I'll have a go at this. And we were playing, and then there was a bit, we were both Buzz Lightyear, right? And you can pick each other up and sort of throw them to help get to the next level.
Yeah.
And we were just picking each other up. He said, Daddy, pick me up and throw me. So I picked him up, and I just tossed him into the fire. And he said, don't do that. I said, sorry, come on up. I was just messing around. So I picked him up, threw him into the fire again. And he looked at me. And we both just burst into hysterics at the stupidity of the and he said, let me throw you. I said, yeah, sure. So he picked me up and he threw me into the fire. For an hour, we were just throwing each other as Buzz Lightyears into fire. In hysterics. I mean, it was that laughter that I've not had for years, where we were just, tears were rolling down our face, just laughing out loud at the stupidity, and both of us going, right, now, seriously, let's just play the game now. Let's just come here and way chuck him in the fire. And for an hour we did that.
You know what you're growing there?
Yeah.
A mini me.
Exactly.
I mean, a mini you.
There we go. It was absolutely flipping brilliant. So there are, even though today has been a hard day, it's night. and today's been a hard day. There have been moments of sheer joy, but being alive, let's be honest, guys, is flipping hard work. We'll put these two ads together. I'm talking.
Yeah.
Being alive is hard work.
Something I'm learning to do is claiming the victories.
Yeah.
Have that, focus on that. Focus on that fun that you had, and that's the sort of thing he'll remember when he's a grown-up.
Yeah. Yeah.
The rest of it don't matter.
The kids don't believe I'm a computer master, though. This is the thing. They don't think. Oh, you're rubbish. Shut up. I've been playing computer games for about 37 years.
You must be tired, man.
Yeah, my thumbs are. I'm not rubbish. I'm the flipping
You're the
master.
You're going easy on them.
I've got to be so careful though, because when I play computer games, I swear.
You get very aggressive.
Oh, shit,
like micro machines.
And so I'm playing with them. So there's lots of sugar, lots of that. And the youngest, because of again, he's seen me on TV doing it. He started going, "Oh Jesus!" I said, "Whoa! We ain't having that, Mister. Daddy shouldn't have said that on the television, but I was getting 100,000 volts zapped through me." Whilst arguing with a thick boxer. So, Daddy shouldn't have said that word, and you certainly will not be saying it in this house. Let's go to Simon. Good evening, Simon.
Hello.
Hello, Simon.
I've got no friends, and you get used to it.
Well, you kind of do. I've got 3 friends. One of them is Kath. So,
Don't say it like that.
So I've got 2.5 friends.
Wow.
But I don't see my other 2 friends because one's got a proper job and one lives in Bath or Bristol.
You don't need those guys.
So I don't have friends that I certainly see. Catherine, I work with you, so you don't really count.
Wow.
This is work.
Let's carry on.
This is not pleasure, though. This is work.
It certainly isn't.
I'd like to be friends with Kath, because Kath is lovely.
Yeah, I am.
All right, mate. But it sounds like you're driving, so do your belt up. Come on.
No, I'm pulled over like a good boy.
You're doing what?
He's pulled over.
Oh, right.
Pulled over like a good boy.
I thought you pulled off.
Oh, stop it.
The motorway!
That's later. Now listen, couple of things. I'm a New Year's Eve hater.
Good.
So I'm glad you're doing what you're doing New Year's, because I should be there.
Good.
Not literally, we won't let anyone in.
No, we're not letting anyone in, that's not happening.
I'd like to debunk a myth.
Yep.
The myth being that New Year's Eve is the best night of the year for a taxi driver.
Yeah, okay. Do you know a taxi driver? That's you're a taxi driver.
Yes.
Why is it not the best year?
Right. Everybody seems to think that you're busy.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, it's a very high tariff. So you find that if you've got bookings, gradually, as the time gets nearer, they all cancel anyway. Because they get designated drivers or, people that can give them a lift.
Yes.
Then,
Hang on.
Yeah.
You can't be angry that people have got friends that can give them lifts to places, can you?
No, it's not that. It's just, I don't blame
These
them.
damn designated drivers not drinking to safely ferry their friends around.
But, they've booked the taxi. It's all right, but to cancel at the last minute, when you've got a schedule and you're sort of trying to plan your evening.
Yeah. Oh, they're cancelling at the last minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bit naughty.
But the thing is, everyone's where they want to be by sort of 7:30, 8 o'clock. No one wants to go anywhere till 12:05. And then, 12:05, the phone is red hot. Well, I can only be one place at a time.
Yeah.
And that's it. Everyone wants to go. I don't understand why, as a country, we're not out partying all night. Why is it got to be, right, I've done it now, sing 12 o'clock, I'm going.
Well, but don't people go to... Well, first of all, it's a crap night. It's a really crappy night.
Expensive.
Yeah.
Cold.
Yeah.
Miserable. I've got kids now. Got to get up in the morning because it's a Monday for work.
Yeah. Love album. I've got a copy of that. I've had a copy of that for a few years.
It's good, isn't it?
It is really good.
No one likes it. None of the Beatles fans like it. Well, screw you, Beatles fans. What do you know about music?
I think it's really. I think it's very atmospheric. Is it? You can sit there in the dark listening to it, and it sort of takes you off to another place.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's good. Yeah, it's a little bit psychedelic, a little bit trippy, man.
And a question for you
Yes.
is, do you like War of the Worlds?
The chances of anything coming from Mars are 1,000,000 to 1, but still they come. Yeah, I do. It's brilliant. Jeff Wayne.
Have you heard the new generation?
Oh, Jeff, give it a rest. No, I haven't.
Seriously.
No, I haven't.
It is phenomenal.
Who's on it? Daniel Bedingfield.
You're not going to like this.
Yeah. Is Daniel Bedingfield on it?
Buzz.
No, he's not. On a plus point, Joss Stone.
All right, listen, I got a soft spot for Joss Stone because I met her when she was still a 16-year-old up-and-coming talent and wonderful. I think she's from the southwest of England. She had a very strong southwestern accent and an amazing voice. And I saw her perform in a tiny room with literally 8 other people there for a radio show. And I thought she was charming and beautiful and funny and witty.
Incredible.
And then she came back from America a few years later and I thought, oh no, what have they done to her? What have they done to her? But she's got a great voice. Okay, so Joss Stone is on there. I like Joss Stone, yes.
That's a plus point. Minus Gary Barlow.
I like Gary Barlow.
Yeah, but...
That's a plus. That is,
okay, go on.
That's a plus, yeah. I personally don't. But,
Why?
I just find him very arrogant.
Why?
But, and I've got to put a big but in here.
Oh.
He does an amazing job on this new album. He is absolutely brilliant at the part that he's playing on this album.
Okay, I'm going to take your word for it.
And the new, the old one was narrated by Richard Burton.
Yes.
Well, this one is Liam Neeson.
Well, I just don't. It's one of those albums. It's like Oldfield does it with Tubular Bells. Every 4 years, 5 years, they do a new version of it. And I respect to Jeff Wayne. You know, he's a talent, and you know that's kind of his biggest success, and he wants to keep making money from it. Well done, but we don't need it. We don't need it, Simon.
Listen to it. See what you think.
Thanks very much for calling.
Bye.
This is Talk Radio.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
A radio star is born.
You're going to love
Talk Radio. Mr. Jacob, super entertaining Sunday breakfast. Tomorrow morning from 8 on Talk Radio. Introducing Mr. Jacob's comedic Sunday breakfast emporium. Featuring every modern entertainment feature money can buy. Gold and silver equine trappings, beautiful lady riders, splendidly attired with their attendant squires. Rah, rah, rah. It's Mr. Jacob's super entertaining Sunday breakfast program. Yak your ear trumpet onto something solid in the morning. Tomorrow morning from 8 on Talk Radio.
This Christmas, the classic bear from darkest Peru is back. Paddington's Story Hour on Talk Radio in association with HarperCollins Children's Books. Tomorrow afternoon from 3, get ready for marmalade, mishaps and mayhem as Hugh Bonneville reads Paddington Takes the Test by Michael Bond. Paddington's Story Hour on Talk Radio in association with HarperCollins Children's Books. As Paddington returns to the big screen, you can read all about his new adventures in Paddington 2, The Story of the Movie. Available now in all good bookshops and online.
At Wickes, our biggest ever kitchen and bathroom sale is on right now. Choose from over 45 stunning styles. Book your free design appointment at wickes.co.uk.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house a party was stirring, good times paramount. I made my way to the fridge with some care, in hope that some strongbow dark fruit would be there. Then I exclaimed with a shout and a hoot, dark fruit to all, and to all a dark fruit.
Strongbow Dark Fruit, the original dark fruit cider with crisp apple taste and juicy blackcurrants. Drink aware for the facts. Please drink responsibly.
I am not based in an office. I am based in the fields.
Jen runs the Split Screen Coffee Company.
The ability to access Sage from different places is essential for my business.
See how your business could benefit from Sage Business Cloud with a free 30-day trial of Sage Accounting. Realise your business ambition. Visit sage.co.uk/free trial. Sage Business Cloud, helping you manage everything from money to people. Be sage. Build on.
You can say anything to a mate. Anything. Call 'em every name under the sun. Wind 'em up. Bring 'em down a peg. Tell 'em stuff you never thought you'd tell anyone. Because they're proper mates. Like brothers. When it's a mate, you say what you feel like saying. Except, I love you, man. And I'm not going to let you drink drive. Stupid, innit? Mates don't let mates drink drive. Think.
At the Co-op, Hardy's Voyage, Shiraz Mourvedre and Chardonnay Pinot Grigio are now only £4.99 each. So there's no excuse for turning up to your friend's New Year party empty-handed. New Year is coming together at the Co-op. 75 centilitres was £6.99. Participating stores only. Subject to availability. Please drink responsibly. Offer ends 3rd of January 2018.
You've watched the cult TV show, you've seen the controversial opera, you've read the best-selling book, and you've drunk the intoxicating aftershave. Now, check out the Jerry Springer Radio Show, right here only on Talk Radio. Join me, Jerry Springer, live on tape from a coffee shop in Kentucky, and enjoy the very best after-hours conversation, recreation, and just a little caffeination. It's Tales, Tunes, and Tomfoolery on the Jerry Springer Radio Show, this Saturday from midnight, only on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We'll get you talking.
There we go, last 10 minutes or so of the show. Don't forget, Sunday evening, 10 o'clock. It is the New Year's Eve show for people what don't like New Year's Eve. We'll just do a silly show. Let's go to Julian. Good evening, Julian.
Good evening, Ian and Kath.
Hello, Julian.
Hello. I just wanted to ask if there would be any scope for a podcast of the full shows.
Well, interestingly you should say that. The answer is no. And I shall let Catherine explain why.
Because you can listen again already. And we do the half-hour podcasts. And I'll tell you why. Because if people are downloading the podcast instead of listening to the show, there won't be any show anymore.
Yeah, we here's the thing, Julian, we kind of, for ages, were giving away maybe about an hour of the show, sometimes even more, a night as the podcast. And then we had a run of really, really bad listener figures, where the figures kept dropping and dropping and dropping. And so me and Catherine, along with our boss, Denny, we kind of had a little think about what we could do, where we were going wrong, and we changed the kind of some bits of the show. And we thought we would try only putting up shorter podcasts. And it's because we felt that some people, instead of listening to it live, were just going, oh, I'll download it, I'll listen to it at the weekend or
even
something.
Listening to the show, the whole show.
Yeah. So, and we found, as well as all the other bits and pieces we did, changing the tone of the show ever slightly and doing a few things a bit differently, as well as that, by making shorter podcasts, the listening figures shot up massively. So that's kind of why. So yeah, you can. If you go to talkradio.co.uk and you click on, I can't remember how you do it, you click on
Radio, Schedule, and then there's like a drop down for the date you want.
Yeah.
And you can press listen
and you
again.
can go and listen to the show there.
You can also download them.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Onto your... Yeah, you can download them.
Can you?
Yeah.
Can you?
Yes.
Okay.
You can. So the idea of the podcast really is to sort of feed people towards the show, because otherwise, like I say, there won't be a show.
Yeah, I will definitely check out the Listen Again, because I would absolutely love to listen live, but I, because of the work I do and for whatever reason the amount of sleep that I seem to need, I just can't listen to it at night from 10 to 1. I would absolutely love to, because it's my favourite show in the entire world, and I really miss the ability to be able to listen to the whole thing. And I know this might not be popular among some listeners, but I would pay a small fee.
Oh no, we've suggested that. We did suggest having a little subscription thing, and they didn't go for it. Maybe we'll suggest it again in the new year.
So this is the thing, while they're not monetising the podcasts, we're being paid to make a radio show. So.
Yeah, and I get that it's late night, and I get that it goes on till 1 and sometimes later, and that unfortunately not everyone can listen to it, and I get that, and but we're doing all we can, I'm afraid, Julian.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I totally understand your logic. I totally understand why they can't just give away the whole show for free, which is fine. I'll have to investigate the Listen Again feature then, because for now I've just been downloading the podcast, and it is a shame to only be able to get half an hour of the show or whatever it is.
Someone made a really handy video of how you download whole shows. I'll see if I can dig that out and I'll put it on the top of my Twitter feed again.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
No problem.
Thank you so much, Kath.
Nice one, Julian. Thanks, mate.
Thanks, guys.
Take care. Ta-ta. Kadir.
Good morning, Ian. Good morning, Kath.
Hey, man.
How you doing?
Good, thanks, man. Really tired, actually. Tired, and
Yeah.
I'm booked in. I've treated myself ever since. I don't want to do woe is me, but ever since I flew back from New Zealand, I've done my back in, I think, on the flight, and my legs are all going. Everything is stiff. So I've booked in tomorrow midday a 90-minute massage.
Oh, blimey.
Yeah.
I mean, my girlfriend, she got a new sofa today, so I was helping her bring that in. That's done my lower back in.
Yeah.
But, soldiering through it. I've got a pint of orange juice. Final stretch. 10 minutes left. We're ready. It's fine. I think I should book a massage.
Do it. It's a nice little treat.
It is. I haven't had one since I went to Turkey. The Turkish massages. They cover you in chocolate. They cover you in mud. All this.
Yeah. There's some messed up stuff there.
I thought they beat you up in those ones when they whip you with sticks.
Those are the Russian ones. They hit you with leaves, and they done for. You've got red back, scratches. You don't want to go there. Go to the Turkish ones. Delicious.
Oh.
So what I've done is I noted down a few things to possibly talk about, but we're on the final stretch, so I'm going to go for my main one.
Do it.
And it sort of involves New Year's. I hate it as well, but what I did accidentally was my friend works at an Indian. It's a top-rated restaurant in Stafford. It's number one. It's on the top of TripAdvisor. Simply Belash.
Yes.
It's delicious, honestly. And so I've had a bit to drink with my friend Jack. Just a couple.
Just a couple, of course.
And I go to. We're walking past Belash, and he's on friendly terms with Naz, who's the owner.
Yes.
So he's like, let's go have a chat to Naz. So we go in, we have a chat to Naz.
Yeah.
And Naz says, do you think you could do some driving for me? And I say, Naz, here's my number. And he calls me. Naz called me about 8 o'clock. Yeah. And he said, Kadir, I need you tomorrow. I need you New Year's Eve to do me a couple of hours driving deliveries.
Okay.
Deliveries? I've never driven a delivery car in my life.
Well, hang on.
I've got no insurance.
I thought it was going to be like drugs running or something. Something exciting.
He wants me to run corners, not drugs, corners. He wants me to run poppadoms.
Okay. Can you drive?
Yeah, I can.
Well then, where's the problem?
Oh, it's neat. It's one. I was hoping to tune into this show at that time.
Yeah.
And I was hoping to, relax. But Nazi's really nice, and I'm in a bit of a dilemma now.
Do it. Go on. Is he paying you well?
Yeah, he's paying me, but I've already got a job.
Well, then tell him no.
But I feel really bad, and I can't then go back to the curry house and ask for pay him for food. I'd have to find a new curry house.
That I get. The number of places I can't walk into because I've done something stupid or embarrassing or just plain ridiculous in there. We had to move from North London, Muswell Hill, because I'd self-imposed bans on most of the shops there because I'd gone in and argued with people about stuff that was meaningless. I think the best thing you can do, Kadir, is just not turn up, change your phone number and find a new curry house. That should do it.
I agree. I can't go into WH Smith either because I've banned myself from there.
Oh, why did you ban yourself from Smith's?
I did some security dodging. It was.
Oh, Kadir.
I know. Oh, it was during my A-level days, and the Chetwynd Centre, which was it was the name of. It's not a proper school. It's just where you do your A-levels.
Yeah.
And I'd walk from the Chetwynd Centre. You have to walk through the town centre to get to the bus stop. So I'd finish at around 4:30.
Yeah.
And I'd walk past WH Smith and I think, I'm going in there, I'm going to do it. So I go in, walk to the back where the expensive pens are, look around, walk out. Alarm goes off. This woman, she calls me in. Come in here. She's not Irish this time. I was practising the Scottish accent as well. I've been practising, I bet. You're the Polish. You're the Polish. Why are you talking about that?
Yeah.
So I make that of a, Scottish, that of it. But she calls me back into the shop, And she says, right, you better undo your bag now. You better show me what's in your bag, or I'm calling the police. And she goes to the door, and she turns it, and it automatically just locks. I'm locked in.
Oh God.
I know. And I'm just like, oh God, I haven't actually taken anything. So I lie. I do a lie. I say, this thing here, which is actually the tag.
Yeah. For those who don't know, Kadir has bought tags off of eBay that set off the alarms. He doesn't steal stuff, he just likes setting the alarms
He
off.
gets a kick out of setting the alarms
Oh,
off
we get
and
my
making them
kick.
run.
It's what we would call, a danger wink.
Absolutely. So I say, oh, this is my student ID. So I get my printing out, so I wave it in front of the thing, it goes off. And instead of letting me free, like she should have, she gives me a little, she tells me off for a few minutes, saying, oh, you shouldn't be doing this, shouldn't be, God, what are you wasting our time? Which I agree, I shouldn't be wasting their
You
time.
shouldn't, you're right, I agree.
There's no law against it.
No. Well.
There isn't, but
They're
I
not
was
proper
wasting their
police.
time.
No.
But the issue is, the W.H. Smith joins onto the post office.
Yes.
So whenever I need to get some stamps, send some post off, I've got to walk through. Got to look at this woman. Oh. After she's had me in her shop, locked me in.
Wow.
It was wicked.
On that bombshell, Kadir, thank you very much, mate. Ta-ta.
Cheers, Ian.
Thank you very much indeed. Emily and James, I'm really sorry we didn't have time to get to you tonight. I think this is the first time ever on the Talk Radio show we've had people waiting. I apologise. It's the phones were slow to start with, and then they picked up. We're here all next week. So Monday, New Year's Day, same old, 10 till 1, all next week. I'm also doing Good Morning Britain next week as well. So it's going to be. I think I start that on Tuesday. So that's going to be a tough old fortnight for me, and I'm not complaining. It'll be great fun. But don't forget that Kath and I will be here this Sunday, New Year's Eve, at 10 o'clock, doing a New Year's Eve show for people what hate New Year's Eve. How's about that? Till then, from us, thanks for listening. Ta-ta.
Talk Radio.
We got entertainment, and we're not afraid to use it. Talk Radio.
The John Lewis clearance is now on. There are thousands of great offers across all your favourite brands, from kitchen and homeware to fashion and beauty, as well as expert advice from John Lewis partners and a minimum 2-year guarantee on all electricals. Visit John Lewis or shop online and get more of what you love for less. John Lewis clearance, now on.
Your time is now, and every second counts. Register with the Open University today, and you'll soon see the difference. Pick up that pay rise before picking up your degree. Get that promotion before getting to graduation. Be your future self sooner with our career-boosting courses. Visit openuniversity.co.uk before time runs out. Registration closes 11th of January. The Open University. What's stopping you?
From the 1st of January 2018, Ford's new for old scrappage scheme will be extended to include cars registered before the 31st of December 2010, and we've even included a new model, the Tough Ford Ranger. You could save between £2,000 and £4,950 on the recommended on-the-road price when you trade in your old vehicle for a new Ford car. New year, new Ford.
5 years.
Together,
so it comes out as a
Retail
toddler.
customers only who trade in a vehicle registered before 31st of December 2010. Scrappage savings between £2,000 and £4,950, dependent on model, or to the recommended on-the-road price, including VAT. Selected models excluded. Contract from 1st of January to 31st of March 2018 and registered from 1st of January to the 30th of September 2018. At participating Ford dealers only. T's and C's apply. Contact your nearest Ford dealer for more information.
What? We're losing 3-0. And if they score another, I'll win £1 million. £1 million? Yeah. On the Sun's new Sun 6 game, get 6 scores right this game week and you'll win more cash than Neymar gets in a week. Oh, no, there they go. Yes! Sausage rolls on me! Think you know the score? Prove it and you could win £1 million with Sun 6. Play for free now at thesun.co.uk/Sun6. Sun 6 powered by Sunbets. One free play token per customer per game week. T's and C's apply. 18 plus. BeGambleAware.org.
When it comes to Christmas presents, they say that it's the thought that counts.
You know what?
But Terry got a hairdryer from his Secret Santa.
Tell you what,
and he's bald.
this weekend I'm going to
They
look for
also
some
say that
nicer
if you
drinks to
don't ask,
make.
you don't get. But
Everyone
for the bag she wanted for Christmas.
John's gone mental on that forum. He might have a new shift on that crappy new Kelvin Mackenzie station. The man who's been slagging off Dib Radio. He's just a nut. Oh no, exactly. Yeah, it's good. He's a nut job.